StreamYard sucks. I have to pop out the other one. Blah, 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 blah. We're live. I got it. I just started another one. I'm getting ready to drop the link in the chat. Can't believe it did that. Oh, there she goes. Hey, Lise, I see you back there. Your camera's getting ready to connect. I had to start another one because apparently it kicked us from that one. So we'll wait for people to come into that one. Hello, hello. At least your camera's not on. Boy, everything went to crap in a quick way, didn't it? We got those idiots that are just always trying to ruin everything. But we're gonna push on. We're gonna move forward. Lise, I can't see you. I'm gonna kick you and then send you the link again so that you can come back. Oh, there it is. Let me move that one. Yeah, let me kick that one. Okay, now try it. And it says your device is not connected. Hey, Lefty. Hey, bro. Apparently they didn't like that I played that song. So, okay, we deleted it. Hey, Daphne, sit on your hands. Daphne is telling I love Alta to sit on her hands. We'll wait for people to come over to this one. I can't believe that just happened. A bunch of turd heads. I thought I did it the right way, but hey, sometimes I didn't. So we will fix it and make it okay. We just start another stream and we'll just not use pink for any intro stuff. Hey, Rocco, good to see you. Hey, Daphne, good to see you. Lefty, for those who are crazy. Lefty's the craziest. I call him Broho. Tater found me first. Hope you're doing good. Hey, Daphne, how are you? She said hello again, folks. Hey, Rocco. Hey, Puddle Jumper. Good to see you. Alta. Hello, Vilomah.Unstuck. Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday. Hey, Desiam. How are you? Hey, Lady Spitfire. Lise, I don't know if you can see me or not, but your camera's not connected. And I know this is so crazy because we just had we did the mic check and the camera check and all of that stuff. And then bam, it all went to poop. Crapola. Hopefully we get the camera stuff situated here real quick. Yeah, we have an awesome interview today with Lise Levacque, the creator of the Tragedy Pimp trading cards. And she's gonna, right? People can't see in a good time, right? I know they were just sitting there waiting, like, let me report it for copyright material. Jerk faces. But I don't care. We're gonna do us over here. We're gonna roll with it. Like, that's just how it is. Lee Marie, love you, girl. Thank you for helping us earlier. I appreciate that very much so. Hey, Cattywampus. Cattywampus. That's a neat name. Welcome. Good to see you. Hello, Chris. How are you? Listening while I finish my painting / rearranging. Awesome. Good. I hope it turns out beautiful. Hey, Mad Miss Hatter. I don't know why, but that's another name that I always love to say. Tater. I love seeing you all the time. Thank you also for allowing me to keep that wrench on you. Everybody knows I like to have as little as possible. Let's see. So, hey, Sleuth Mom, how are you? I tried to call you earlier today. Went right to voicemail, girl. But I know you've been busy with stuff. I had a lot of stuff going on. Let me grab Lisa's channel link. Let me get reset up here. Bear with me for just a minute, guys, while Lise gets her camera and stuff situated. And then let me grab the link here. If you're not subscribed to Lise Levacque, I want you to please subscribe to Lise Levacque. We're going to be showing, there's a lot of people that are already showing, but we want to do it the right way. We want her to explain her situation with the Tragedy Pimp art, the Tragedy Pimp trading cards, and her channel art and all of that stuff in her own words. So I'm gonna, let's see, Lise Levacque channel link. Saying no connection. Okay. If you have to turn your phone off and then turn it back on, let me know and I'll send you the link again. We'll go channel link here, and I'm going to pin that. Once we get going, she's already said that she's okay to take questions from anybody, but it's really important because terms of service are pretty sticky And there's these have kind of taken off in a really good way. And we're really proud of Lise for her tragedy pimp art and her channel. I mean, she's just a wonderful person. And so we want to be able to make sure people are using her art the right way. And so we're going to hear what her intention is with that as far as sharing it and things like that. So I hope everybody's doing good today. How's everybody doing? Hey, sweet tea. Good to see you. I love seeing you come in. Let me open up my studio. Sorry. I usually have this stuff done, but I have to go in and fix it and change it around. Stuff right now. Yes. Thank you, Tater. Appreciate that. I pinned her channel link to the top while we're waiting for Lise to get her connection situated. If you can, please go make sure you're subscribed to her channel. She's not monetized right now. We want her, we want to help her build a good subscriber base of people that are supporting her. I'm not sure. Excuse me. She'll tell us if she's planning on doing any live streams or anything like that. She does videos and all sorts of cool stuff over there, and it's all art. It's not meant to be harmful or mean. It's kind of under the sanctions of parody. And yeah, is that Lise coming in? Let me send the link to her again quick. Sorry about the delay. Let's see. Lee, you're probably going to I'm going to send it to the group chat again, just in case. Make sure she has it. Hey, Commander Ender Turkey, how are you? Hello, O Lady O. Hey, Quiz. Good to see you. Thanks, everybody, popping in. Valerie Ventura. We're going to talk about dinkers in a little bit. Don't you know it? Every time a topic of discussion, peeners. Here comes Valerie Ventura. She's the peener, the head peener lady. She knows what's up. She knows. I'll change the thumbnail and stuff after. Thanks for reminding me. I'll do that afterwards. Let me go in. Delete that one. I see you in the back, but I still don't see the camera. It's just a blank screen. Let me see if I can do anything on my end. It's authenticated. Hey, Haven, how are you? Hope you're doing good. Lise, can you hear me? Nope. She clicked back out again. Gosh, this is crazy. Her service was perfect just a minute ago. She was all relaxed, chilled out, ready to roll. And now she's having technical issues with her service. How's everybody doing? Good? I hope so. Sleuth Mom, I know you've been super busy. Hey, Stars. How are you? I hope you're doing good. Hope you're doing really good. Here's Valerie Ventura, y'all. This is our resident peener inspector. She's all things peener. If you're talking about peeners, she's lurking every single time. If you just do the little @ symbol and type VA, her name will pop right up. I promise you, she's always there when the discussion is JBT here. Hey, JBT. Good to see you, my friend. I hope you're doing good. While we're waiting on Lise to get situated, I do want to let you know, Lise Levacque, who we're going to talk to later, hopefully, and Lise Marie are two of my closest, longest friends on the platform. I met them several years ago in the true crime community. Hey, Salty C, how are you? Have COVID for the first time? Oh, no, Salty. I hope that oh, wow. I'm so sorry. I hope that you're feeling better very quickly. And please let me know if I can send anything to you. Bless your heart. I hear it's pretty rough. That's sad. I'm sorry. Out of all the people on this platform, man, you're the last person I would want to see sick. Yeah, be comfortable, lay down. Make sure you're staying hydrated, drinking lots of fluids. Find something to laugh about every day. Know that we care about you. I hope that you get better very soon. Right? I hear it's rough. I hear it's pretty bad, and that we're looking at some more possible mask mandates and, yeah, a lot of crazy stuff. I hear it's possibly a bad version, but I'm hoping that, hope it passes by really quick. Please take care of yourself and let me know if I can do anything to help. Lise and Lee have been with me since way before this channel was ever anything. We've been friends. We've talked, hung out in various different ways on the platform, private streams, group chats, group text messages, all those things. Two just awesome people. They've been moderators on this channel since day one. They know that they have an open platform here anytime that they want it or need it. So Lee Marie had an emergency in the family earlier today. And it's not my place to give details or anything, but if you are a prayer, please pray for Lee's family. If you send out positive vibes, please send out positive vibes for Lee's family and good thoughts. And hopefully I'll be able to update with some good news very soon or very quickly. Lise, I don't see your camera. Let me see if I add you to the stream. Let me see if the camera comes on. Can you hear me, Lise? Nope, it dropped off. Crapola. We'll give her a couple more, a little bit longer to see if we can get her to connect. Yeah, please, if you're a prayer, definitely could use it right now for Lee's family, and it's much appreciated. Very much so. When crazy things hit, it's like you're never expected or you're never ready. You know, you can never anticipate when the bad things really hit. And that happened with Lee's family. So I love you, girl. She's here with us for a little bit, but she's probably going to have to take off here shortly. So just update me whenever you can. Let me know what I can do. Rocco said hearts and prayers. Thanks, Rocco. I appreciate you. Sleuth Mom's always got the prayers. Sleuth Mom's a prayer warrior for sure. Whistle while you lurk. Hello. Thanks for popping in. I appreciate you. Lisa, thank you. It's very much appreciated. Let us know if we can do anything. We're keeping her mind occupied while she's kind of waiting to hear either news or that someone's coming to pick her up. Have to drive down the hill. Lisa, I'm sorry, everyone. I have to drive down the hill. I swear, I curled my hair and everything. Please take your time. No rush. Be careful. Please be very careful. JJ, things are hitting hard. There's so many things going on with people right now. I've had a couple of emails of people that have had tragedies in their family, like within the last few days. People I care about that are going through really rough times right now. And it does feel like something crazy is just in the air. Like just crazy in the air. While we wait, let me pull up Lisa's channel and play a couple of videos from her video section. Her link is pinned to the top. Please make sure that you're subscribed to Lisa's channel. She has so much to offer this platform in the form of comedy and laughter at the expense of tragedy pimps, but doing it in a very harmless way. So, you know, it's the same thing as a parody. Let me find one here. Here we go. We can go all the way back 4 months ago to Molly Go Light. Here's a parody, satire. I see you in the back, Lise, but there's no camera. Let me see if I pop you up on the stream. If your camera comes in. We got the circles. Hey, KB. Hey, Gabble Geeks. Hey, Texas Girl. Thank you guys for popping in and saying, hey, Commander Ender Turkey. Whistle while you lurk. Thanks, guys. I appreciate you guys coming in to meet Lise. Her camera is spinning and spinning. She lives in a dark dungeon and has to drive up and down the road and over the hills through the valleys to get to the signal. It's spinning. Can you hear me, Lise? Okay. I'm going to pop you back down until we get the camera figured out because there's no sound also. It must be your service. Maybe turn your phone off and then restart it. But take your time. Don't rush. Don't get frustrated. We're here. We're not going to go anywhere. We're going to wait and see. In the meantime, let me drop the link to this video and let's watch some of Lisa's channel art videos to kind of get an idea of her humor. She's very funny. She's an awesome person. And here we go. She says, today's lesson, how to eat while live streaming. 1, keep food in your mouth at all times. 2, chew your food with your mouth open. And 3, talk with your mouth full of food. Isn't that true? It's very true. Moot, moot, moot. Diz. Young People's Life Coach with Molly, Big Juicy. Today's lesson, how to apply red lipstick. 1, have someone send you money so you can buy the reddest lipstick that you can find. Number 2, open your mouth as big as you can. Number 3, smear on lips for 1 hour minimum. Today's lesson, definition, tragedy pimp. A producer of content that focuses on and targets tragedies that have befallen certain people or celebrities for the intent of gaining clout, sympathy, or profit. These types of people tend to congregate on YouTube, Twitter, and other social media platforms. She worded that so good. How to bake chocolate chip cookies. Okay, Lise, let's see if it works this time. It still says devices are not connected, but let's see if it comes in. This crazy weather's making it difficult for a lot of people. There she is. Can you hear us, Lise? Or are you frozen on the screen? I think she's frozen. Let me put in the back to see if she pops in. It shows you frozen, right? Poor Lisa's going to have to drive all the way to McDonald's. I hope not. Let's see. It says authenticated, so there's a connection. Can you hear me, Lise? Crapola. That's crazy. She was just in her house and she had really good service. We had like a whole half-hour conversation before. Can you hear me at all, Lise? Now it's a black box. Gosh dang it. Let me remove it again, put it in the back and see if it pops in. We'll finish this one. That's okay, Alta. We're having technical issues today. Lise had great service and then for some reason it just took a poop. But she lives in a dungeon, like a bear dungeon. When shoving your new fingernail polish, be sure to always use your middle finger. It's the longest. It's the longest finger. This is funny. Today's lesson, while waiting for your sandwich to arrive, kick back and make sure you keep reminding your gullible subs and brainwashed members to send money to your right account. It's funny. Hey, Earth. Thanks for popping in. I saw you were here earlier. Big Juicy's personal life coach. Today lesson. Never mind. It's funny. Lise has great humor. There's another one that she did on Ziggy. There's a lot of content that she has on her channel, and I hope that you guys take the time to view that. And let's pull this one up while I check her connection in the back.
The Pizza Hut big dinner box, 2 pizzas, breadsticks, and wings.
You live in the trees, JJ.
Everybody's eating.
I see you in the back, Lise, but I don't have a connection
Find your next
yet.
possibility on cars.com. Where to next?
Let me pop you up and see if it comes in. We got the dark circle. Circle in, circle in. Cup of Wi-Fi from the neighbors. Haha, that's funny. Diz. Can you hear us, Lise? Okay, let me drop it back down. Does anybody have any ideas what we can do to help with getting our signal? Maybe turn your Wi-Fi off. If you have Wi-Fi on your phone, maybe turn it off. That always helps me when I'm going up and down the mountains here. It's crazy. Me, her, and Lee we're all talking and everything was working perfectly fine, and then boom, it took a poop. So this one is titled Ziggy Says. Let's watch this one. Hopefully we get it figured out. I'm going to pause this to read it because this is just who Lisa is. Most all of the channel art that I create is intended to bring laughter to us all. If it makes you laugh for even 1 minute, then that is 1 minute that you forget about all the hate and anger in this world. All of the channel art I create is not intended to bring harm or violence towards anyone and is considered satire. She says, I was going to repost the meme of Ziggy that I made with the best caption that was left in the comments. They were all awesome. I couldn't pick just one, so I made a short video with them all. Thank you for keeping laughter alive. If I look at the ceiling, I'm probably lying. I think everybody knows about Ziggy and her tarot cards and water rods. She pulled the tarot card of grifting. Gotta print the ceiling script bigger next time. I need those dollars. Right? Please let money fall from my ceiling. Who's left for me to scam? Nobody, Ziggy. Nobody is left for you to scam. You scammer. Oh, great God of the ceiling, who will give me money tonight? These are funny. Show me a sign where I can get the dollar. Show me the money card. I swear, guys, I'm not the bad guy, says every scammer and liar on the platform. Just trust me, Cash App, PayPal, gang. I will even take your credit cards. Wait, the answer is coming. Who said that? Oh, girl, put your bid in now for the mascara. I'm listening to the card spirit box. Oh, boxes. I have boxes to auction. Squirrel. That's a good one. That's a good one. Did you sleuth? Oh, great beyond. Please help me grift these folks for money. Cards say I'm being stalked, so I can't work. It's another word used overused in the platform. To grift, beg, steal, and lie. That is the question. Find something you're passionate about besides me.
Cheddar, you people with the
Lise has that one down, right? Hopefully we get Lise up here tonight. That is the whole plan. Hopefully. I was just have to drive too far. It's just so weird. The weather's been crazy. This Wi-Fi connection stuff has been crazy. We literally for half an hour, me, Lise, and Lee were all up here hanging out, talking, doing sound checks and all of that stuff. And bam, just like that. Service was lost. Vilomah, how have you been? I've been good. A little sore, but getting back to me. Been good. Had a lot of weird stuff going on, but things are kind of. I'm hoping to be able to set a schedule for coming on here and hanging out and talking with people. I have a couple of people that have reached out wanting to kind of tell their story, and I'm working with them with that. One of them we're going to record and then edit what she wants edited out, and then do set that as a premiere and a couple of projects I've been working on. But overall, I've been good. Rocco, how have you been? Thanks for asking. Hello, Nicole. Good evening. New to the channel. Welcome. Glad that you found us. I hope that you find something positive here for sure. Sleuth Mom says, actually decided to start using cards on your channel. Are we talking about those cards, like Ziggy's cards? Because, girl, no. We don't want to do that. I know you're kidding. Hello, Thomas. How are you? I hope you're doing good. Good evening, new to the channel. I'm really glad that you're here. Thank you for popping in and saying hello. Yeah, Ziggy poses with her head facing in an upward direction, staring up the ceiling on a regular basis. It's kind of funny whenever she does that. It's very funny whenever she does that. Hopefully, Lise makes it back. Check your text. Lise left a message. Okay, let me check. Something's wrong with her service. Can't even get on YouTube. Let's see. Let me text her back real quick. Sorry about this. 1 second. Sorry about technical difficulties. 1 moment, please. Does that sound like angry tapping? Because it's not supposed to. I don't think so. Let's see. Let me pull this up real quick. Here she is. 1 second, please. Sorry. Hello? Yeah, that's what Lee just said. Okay. You want to try that? Okay. Okay. I'm going to put Lise on speakerphone. And let me know if you can hear her okay. Lise?
Hello.
Can everybody hear Lise okay from that direction?
Hi, guys. Sorry, this is a pain in my butt.
Lee, does that sound okay? Denise says they can hear you okay.
Okay, good.
Oh, Lady O. Welcome, Oh, Lady O. Said yes, they can hear you. Okay.
Okay.
Let me pull up your photo and put that on the screen so people can put a face to a name.
Okay. Yeah, this sucks.
It's weird, right?
Very weird.
Yeah, we were just hanging out.
I wonder what tragedy Pimp is behind this one.
Who knows?
Just kidding, guys.
Who knows? All right. Let me move the stuff around and put this over here. Sorry about this. Thank you guys for your patience. I greatly appreciate it.
Yeah, I really appreciate it. It's like my first selfie. My eyes were closed. Kind of like it.
Right? Okay. So here we have Lise. And let me do it like this. Okay. So this is the best that we can do for right now. We'll try to plan this for another day.
How about, you know how you can do that, the video chat thing through a phone call or something like that?
Mm-hmm.
No, that's too much work. Pain in the butt.
Okay.
I don't know. I don't know that much about all this technology stuff.
Do you think if you went back to your house, maybe you could get back into the service? Did you turn?
I can go back up there. I can try to go back up the hill. It did this once before, but yeah.
Let me ask you this. Did you turn your Wi-Fi off of your phone?
I usually don't have my Wi-Fi on. I only have data, and I pay for data.
Okay.
My data. So
it must just be the service then.
Yeah. Well, I'm out here where sometimes you get the connection, sometimes not, but only at the times you really need is when you don't get it.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, people are saying that this works for them.
Okay.
So this is good. It's good to hear the voice. Okay. And there's the photo. We're dropping the link throughout the chat. So if you want, we'll just go forward with it.
Okay. Hi, everybody.
So this is Lise Levacque, and I have her channel running through the chat. I've linked her channel up running through the chat. So go ahead, take it away with the art. We'll start with the questions, right? So, tragedy pimp art. How did you come into the true crime community and realize that tragedy pimp art was kind of what you wanted to do on your channel?
Okay. I came in through a certain person. She was new to the true crime world also, and liked her at first. And then I saw other people, a couple like AB, and started watching him. And one of the creators that I was following was really on a rant about a certain person. And to ease the tension, I thought, okay, I'm going to draw a picture real quick of the clowns in a douche canoe. So
you want me to find that? That's on your community page, right?
Well, I took those ones down because it was, I felt really bad after Jose passed because I did one of him. And so I took them. I didn't actually have them posted on a channel at that time. I had emailed them to these two different creators and asked them to delete them because I felt really bad, making fun of somebody that has passed. But then because I had drawn this picture and emailed it to this creator, and she showed it on her live, and it just really eased the tension and got people laughing. Mm-hmm. And I thought, what a great idea. If I can just, be truthful about what these jerks out there are doing, not make up anything about them, but make it humorous to where people won't be so mad about a situation.
Yeah.
And that's how I got started doing it.
Quiz in the chat says the douche canoe was hilarious. And I Love Alta said douche canoe with the laughing face emoji.
Thank you.
So people remember what that is.
Canoe cruise.
Hey, Cracking Asses. Yeah. Good to see you. Thanks for popping in. Okay, so that's kind of how you came into creating the tragedy pimp.
That's
training.
how I learned about tragedy pimps is from those two creators.
So we played a video a minute ago of it was a video, and you had a really good definition of tragedy pimp. Do you want to put it in your own words so people understand kind of what your satire is about?
Okay. Well, the definition for tragedy pimp, somebody who goes, after to make money off of other people's tragedies, pain. So that's basically, I just want to bring humor to people. So that way, even if it's just for a minute when they're laughing, they're not thinking about what this jerk has done over there or over there. If only 1 minute the person's laughing, then it's all worth it.
Yeah.
To me anyways.
So you don't have any intention of attacking or sending other people to attack?
I don't. It's not for malicious reasons. I just want to make people remember that, they can still laugh even in all this crap that keeps going on. You have to take your mind off of it once in a while, and laughter is the best way to do it.
Yeah. So,
and it's not to be malicious, and I don't make up things about anybody that I draw pictures about. Except for the Ziggy, leave your comment what she's saying. That was pretty good. But it's not for any, it's not to be malicious or to be attacking these people. The pictures I draw is basically what they have already shown everybody and done or said. And, but just putting it in a more humorous way.
Right.
Yeah.
So,
but not to downplay anything that they did.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I agree with you. I mean, I find humor in it. And like JBT said in the chat, humor is, I want to make sure I say it right. JBT said, humor is healing.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, makes you feel good when you laugh and are smiling. It takes less muscles to smile than it does to frown, you know.
Right. Yeah, very much so. So the first tragedy pimp, as far as I guess what I looked at, like maybe was a could be a trading card. Let me go up to the first one that you did.
Okay.
So the first 4, and we have 1. Let me screen share these. So I'm going to put these up and go full screen with them so people can see them. And then
let me just say, I do use one app that it's, oh God, what is it called? I can't even remember the name, but it's a cartoon app. Here, let me look it up so I can give you the name of it.
okay. Hello, Eileen.
Okay,
Welcome.
it is Artisan. Is the name of the app, and it's a cartoon face app. And the faces that I use, I actually watch their lives, and I'll take screens. I'll stop it on, expression that I like, and I will take a screenshot of a lot of them.
Mm-hmm.
Pick which one I want to use, and just put it in this app sometime. I don't do that with every picture though, but I do want to give a shout out to Artisan because that's a great app. And yeah, I'll send you the link. But
okay.
The pic, I do take, things that are like pre-graphic art pictures, like I don't know, a candle or something like that. I'll take little pictures like that, but I usually modify it. And all the bodies that you see in my art, I draw those myself.
Mm-hmm.
I do all that myself. And most all of it I do.
Got you.
Like, yeah. And so you see Cher in the first one, she's pulling Molly's hair.
Yes.
Molly's punching her in the face. That I did all by hand, but then I put it in the Artisan program to make it look more cartoonish.
Got you.
Yeah.
So I want to let the chat know because there's some people that are asking questions. Lisa has said that she's up for questions. So once we get through the first the Q&A section, I'm starring the comments that are questions as they come in, and then I'll read them off to Lisa afterwards so that she can answer them. So I don't want anyone to think I'm ignoring comments. I definitely am and not ignoring comments. I'm starring them, and then we'll start from the top and go work our way down through them. So okay, so that's the first one, and the second one then is Bullhorn Betty.
Yes. With it, yeah, her large.
I'm surprised you don't have 50 of Bullhorn Betty, but these have caught fire. Everybody is talking about these. These have completely caught fire. I mean, there's so many channels that are talking about them, and that's kind of why Lise wanted to have a voice, because some people are not using them in a way that's respectful to her being the artist behind them. So that's somebody in the comments had said that they're seeing these used all over, and that's kind of why we wanted to give you guys the opportunity to know that Lisa is the actual person who's made these, that this is her channel, and that this is where the credit should go. So so the second one, Bullhorn Betty, that one is probably one of my favorites. I love the back bump and the tramp stamp and the bullhorn. That one is awesome. The third one is Tiffany Marie, and the check, I think, is another one of my favorites.
Yeah, I like that one too.
Yeah. And the fourth one, let's talk about the fourth one, Jody Sue Brown with the toilet and the cigarettes. Let's talk about that one.
You know how she got the name Judy Loaf?
Jody Loaf? Oh, I do not.
Yes.
I remember I remember that she was called that, but no.
And that's where I'm thinking, a loaf of bread, it just doesn't fit. And I'm thinking, flush the loaf,
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Crap. That's how I got that.
Okay.
for that idea.
That makes
Yeah.
sense. That makes perfect sense.
Yeah.
I get that
And-
now. That's a good one. Flush a loaf. And then PayPal is worded out. So I think that's
Yeah.
PayPal accepted. Okay. Yeah, that's really funny. Cards 5 and 6 came out 6 days ago. So let me say this. The first 4 cards came out 7 days ago. And Lise always has the copyright information with each time she releases new cards. So let's go to cards 5 and 6. So number 5 is Benny Keys.
Yeah. That's him, that picture with the doll.
Yeah.
That he was actually sitting in his car. I just I don't watch these people the whole streams. I'll just click on one of their live streams just to get, expressions and all that.
Yeah.
And then I came across that where he's punching the doll, sticking his finger under the doll's nose. And it's like, what is this guy doing?
Right.
So I had to put the doll in there with him. So
yeah. This is probably another one of my favorite. I mean, I love all of them. They're so freaking creative, and I like the little what do you call it? Like the little hidden gems, so to speak, that you put in each one of them. You're extremely creative with their personality or the way that they talk or things like that. Like I'm really happy with these. Hey Monchichi, welcome. Good to see you. Thanks for popping in. Eileen, by the way, good to see you too. So that's number 5. I'm sorry. Number 6 is Justin for All. And
yeah.
Tell us about this one.
I couldn't find a really because I don't watch him that often at all.
Yeah.
But I love his puckered lips. That's just him, who he is.
Mm-hmm.
And the picture down below with the 4 of them, that's when they were in Georgia.
Mm-hmm.
And that picture is when they flipped the camera, we're flipping all 4 of them were flipping the camera off,
Yeah.
It's like, that's a lot of class right there. You're here for a missing child and you're flipping the bird and putting it on your channel,
Yeah.
And so that's what that one's about. Kind of but I'm gonna be putting one of him of the what's that channel, him all dressed up and doing his old fake old lady thing.
I'm not sure. Does he have another channel?
Yeah, he goes up, he's all dressed up in this with gray hair and a dress and a big old butt, and I forget what the name, what he calls himself, not Miss Daisy, but something like that. But he goes.
I thought he was doing a parody on someone else's channel, and people clipped that.
He has a channel.
Clutch the Pearls. Clutch the Pearls. Eliza says. Okay, Clutch them Pearls. That's a channel? I didn't know that was a channel.
Oh yeah, that's a channel. That is a channel, and he goes up all the time with that.
Clutch them Pearls.
Insane.
I had no clue that was an actual channel. I swear, I thought that he was doing parody or something.
Nope. I'm sure he is, but it is an actual channel.
That is funny.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. 6 days ago came out trading card number 7, and that's the Bombshell Reloaded trading card. Do you want to give us the lowdown on this one? Which, by the way, she is a huge tragedy pimp. I agree with you. I think this is funny.
The one with her face has the white on it.
Mm-hmm.
That screenshot was actually taken from because she had gone on, did a little video short or something about pretending that, well, since y'all say that I do such and such, and, just to make fun of the situation she was doing. But I said, hey, I can use that.
Yeah.
And then, so the other picture behind where she has the snake, the bird on her head, the squirrel with the crutches and a Band-Aid, and the chicken. Because first it was the fake snake.
Yeah.
And then she, I guess, came on and said that she, because I was going through her, one of her live streams. And I had no idea about the bird at the time, but she was talking about the injured squirrel she had found.
Mm-hmm.
And then somebody in her chat says, a snake, a bird, and a squirrel. Mm-hmm. Oh my, or something like that. Bomb has a zoo.
Yeah.
And so I ran with that. And the chicken, I just found out she had a chicken also. So, of course, I had to put the chicken behind her.
Yeah. I want to do this. Buck, 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 buck,
Yeah.
buck,
If you want, it's funny because I have two shorts that I did. One of them is the snake. And I said, can you guess what I named the snake? And then I said, Bombshell Reloaded.
Oh.
I took a little short video of one of the squirrels in the backyard. I said, can you guess what I named the squirrel?
Okay.
Bombshell Reloaded too.
Here we go. Here we go.
Junior.
You all guess what I named the snake. I'm so reloaded too. Thank you, Mitten Mama. That is funny. And this is the squirrel one. Can you all guess what I named the squirrel? Bombshell Reloaded 2 Junior. Bombshell Junior. She does seem to have a lot of animals, right? Running around for some reason. Just.
She has a really long green snake too that's attached to her water spigot.
Yeah. Yep. I agree with that. Okay. Let me go back down where we were. So that was number 7 that came out 6 days ago. Lisa's been really putting her work in. Tater said she loves the donkeys. Mitt Mama said that's a perfect card.
I'm actually right down here where the donkeys are right now.
Oh, okay.
So they should start talking pretty soon because it's almost feeding time.
Got you. For those that don't know, Lise helps out on a farm. She lives on a farm. Mitt Mama said that's a perfect card. Monchichi said, don't forget the 96% decapitated boyfriend she nursed back to health.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah. No, I'm going to be doing like card number 3 will be card 3A.
Yeah.
3B. There's going to be, they're going to all have more than one card. I have a lot of ideas.
Got you. Hey, Matthew, welcome. Thanks for popping in. I was watching you earlier today when I was getting a shower and getting ready. Earth said JLR and his missing blinks. That's funny. Okay, card number 8 came out. 8, 9, and 10 came out 6 days ago. And number 8 is JLR Investigates with the giant media hat.
That kind of speaks for itself.
Yeah. If anyone has questions for Lise in the comment, just type that out. And then I'm watching them as they come through. So I'll star them and we'll get to those comments after we go through all the ones that she has posted so far. Sleuth Mom said so good. I didn't even know it was artwork. It looks just like him. She does really, really good work. Really, really good work.
Well, that's and I do it all on my phone. And, but that's why I take the screenshots of their faces and the cartoon app, because I just put it in the cartoon app and I can choose the different cartoon looks. But it is their faces, really.
Yeah.
So.
You do really good with these. Number 9 is Ryan Upchurch.
Oh, yeah.
Fill us in on this one.
Okay, Ryan Upchurch. The one where he is the aluminum hat he has on.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the Hellcat right next to him is out of aluminum
tin foil.
Yeah. And he's pointing to because that picture is actually on my community post or tab, but it says you get a tinfoil Hellcat. You get a tinfoil Hellcat. Yeah.
The Hellcat is great. Mad Miss Hutter said the Hellcat is great. Quiz said very talented. Okay.
Thank you.
We'll go to number 10. Ernie Shell running down the highway.
That's kind of self-explanatory.
It very much so is. The hat, I like that you have the hat and his favorite photo from a long time ago. And then the white t-shirt version of him running down the highway.
Yeah.
Very much so. That's funny.
And the caution sign that's behind it says that's an actual, they really make those for over where the border is, caution, and they have the silhouette of a man, a woman, and a child running.
Oh wow.
Those are actual signs, real signs. But I just put Ernie Shell on it.
Wow. Yeah, I did not know
Yeah, isn't
that.
that crazy?
It is, yeah. Very much so is. But I mean, he's the idiot running down, I-71,
Yeah.
acting a whole fool.
Because the other picture, I have the picture of him while he's actually in front of the car running across. But the other picture that I have of him running across the highway is where it has the sign.
Mm-hmm.
It says caution, Ernie Shell crossing.
It's so funny. Okay, card number 11 came out 5 days ago. She's really putting in the work on this. And it's for Dolly Vision, Jimmy Jams, Dolly Soap.
Because I remember a while ago watching one of your live streams, and Scott H was up,
Mm-hmm.
and you guys were covering Dolly. Well, he leans back and he puts one of his feet up on the counter. It's like, oh my God, look at his foot. And he's a soap maker. So I actually went back through your lives and found that live and took a screenshot of his foot. That's his actual foot. How dirty it is and everything.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah.
That's not edited?
That's not edited at all.
Oh, wow.
That's actually what his foot looked like.
Every time Savage would show that photo of because she grabbed a screenshot too, and every time she would do that, made me want to get up and go clean the bathtub for some reason.
Oh, yeah. And so it was either that one or the jailhouse soap rope defective.
Yeah.
So maybe that'll be the next one. But yeah. That's
just
pretty bad.
Okay, we have number 12, came out 5 days ago also, and this one is Ziggy with the dog bones and the cards.
Yeah, kind of because of what she did. And that's from that incident with the bones is what made me unsubscribe to her and stop watching her. Because I was subscribed and I used to watch her. Mm-hmm. Not all the time, but yeah, that just really blew it for me with her.
Yeah.
But
yeah, she's definitely gone so far off the deep end that I'll never watch her again. 100%. Yeah. She's gone.
I had fun calling in when she was doing that wheel.
We did.
Thing. I called in a couple different days.
Yeah, definitely.
But I gave her my real name,
Mm-hmm, you did.
Like I use my real name on YouTube anyways for my channel. So
right. Yeah. So we have card number 13 came out 3 days ago, and this is No Thanks Investigates.
The skin flute.
Is that what that is?
Yeah, because AB, how he played the music, and he says X playing the skin flute with that flute music song that he plays.
Yeah.
And so, I sent that picture to AB. I said when I made this, I thought of you, So that's why I have the little cherries at the end of it, kind of. I think it kind of made almost look,
Yes. I know what you're saying. Absolutely. Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah. I don't care for him that much either. He's.
Yeah. I don't really.
These money hungry, grubby ass people that just can't go get a job.
Yeah. And him selling the, I stand for summer t-shirts now. That's just really, really.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't know that.
Not okay. But
yeah, that's terrible.
Yeah.
So 3 days ago, we have card number 14 of the Tragedy Pimp trading cards of Molly Golightly, aka Marissa, in the gold dress and the chicken wing.
Yeah. You notice her camel toe shoes.
Yes, I do. Yes. Camel toe shoes.
Those are a real thing too,
Somebody
and people buy them.
Somebody was showing those.
Jenny Jen brought it up because I had Vinny suggested him look up the high heel camel toe, and he did, and yeah, that was funny. That was pretty good.
I need to type something real quick. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Vilomah. I had to set up another email. So if they're coming back, return failed, try this one, and I should be able to get them into that one. Sorry about that, Denise. I meant to put that on a community post the other day, and then I think I forgot to do it. Vilomah.2 at Proton. I even typed it in wrong at proton.me. Let me type that out again. Sorry about that. Let me remove that one. It's Vilomah.2 at proton.me. That's the new email to use. I'll make a community post with it, but that would probably be why. Sorry about that. Who said that? Oh gosh. Denise. Sorry about that, girl. Try that one, the one that I just typed in the chat, and it should work. Thank you, Lee. I appreciate that very much. So now we'll go up to number 15 and listen. I didn't even know who this person was. I had heard of her, but until Tragedy Pimps Exposed started putting out more information and the clips, and her in her own words, we're talking about Prayer Garden of America. So this came out 2 days ago. This is card number 15 of the Tragedy Pimp trading cards. This is Prayer Garden of America. You knowed that as long as Sissy keeps on getting publicity, she will be a Laurel. Tragedy Pimp. God bless. Amen. Tell us about this one.
Those are just a couple words, and it was actually Tragedy Pimp Exposed. Love you, girl.
Mm-hmm.
She did a video on, just the words that were not pronounced correctly. And I don't pronounce words correctly all the time myself, but it was funny. It's good catch.
Right.
So, just wait until I use the bagging suit one, I'm going to use that for bathing suit, bagging suit.
Yeah.
I mean,
Tragedy
it's
Pimps
just-
Exposed is on
yeah.
it with her.
I mean, I try to see the humor in all of this. And if I can see the humor in it, 'cause I have a pretty, I guess my sense of humor is different than a lot of people's.
Yeah.
But, there's humor in everything.
Yeah.
There really is.
There can be, yeah.
Yeah. But
That's a good one.
and I wish I knew what she looked like.
Right.
Yeah.
Is the snow globe her icon or something?
It is, and
Okay.
I don't want to use that all the time because it is her avatar.
Mm-hmm.
And so I feel like I should not use her avatar in the pictures.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that one's the only one that I'm going to actually use her avatar, because that's how we all know her by.
Right.
But I think I can do another picture with just her name, and everybody will know exactly who I'm talking about.
Probably.
So.
She's creating a lot of waves.
Yeah.
So 1 day ago, card number 16 came out, and that is Perplexed QT Candlemaker Laura.
Yes. A creator that had bought a candle from her said that the candle blew up.
Yeah.
And that's why I have the fire. The fire extinguisher there, and she has a fire helmet on.
Okay. That makes perfect sense.
Yeah.
And then this again, Lise posted this 22 hours ago, changed her avatar picture. This is who we're talking to on the phone right now.
And that picture I just took yesterday. So it's recent.
Beautiful picture.
Thank you.
So let's go back to now. Let's talk about, let me turn a light on here real quick. Now, what I want to talk about is the reason that we wanted to put you out there. So let me go to the starred comments. One of the questions is from Commander Ender Turkey. Has any tragedy pimp ever asked you to remove their photos?
One person did tell me that she was going to sue me for using her likeness. And that's what got me looking into that, what I am legally able to use in a satire picture, what I'm not allowed to do. I really learned what, terms of service, copyright, fair use. I learned about all that because of this one creator. And I thanked her for saying that to me, because I know what the law is now. And then I posted another couple pictures right after that. Robert. Yeah.
Right. I remember that happening.
Yeah.
Okay. So the next question comes from Tater, and I hate the fact that we are seeing them everywhere, especially when they cut off Lisa's name. So, want to comment on that?
Okay. I was emailed by a creator that I really, really like, and she emailed me and said that such and such is showing your cards. I said, "Oh, awesome! That's really cool." So when I got done from work, I went to watch the live, and it was put under memberships only. And I had seen the thumbnail, and it had all my card pictures up, and it said Tragedy Pimp trading cards, but my name was not on there. My name was blocked off of it. And I said, "Oh, okay." So then I emailed back this one person and said, "It's under members only." She said, "I'll get back to you. I'll try to get it downloaded." She came back and said, "Well, it's actually deleted now."
Mm-hmm.
So when that person that showed my pictures was live, I went in her chat to thank her for showing my pictures. And I, thanked her a couple times, and nobody, and I know a lot of people that were in there, and nobody was saying hi or anything. And then I had gone out of her live and went back in. You know how you do that, and if you're blocked, your comments won't show up in the chat at all.
Yeah.
Well, my comments weren't there.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm think she has me blocked.
Good
possibility. Well, yeah. So I did email the person and asked her what, told her that I think I'm blocked, and she emailed me back and she said she checked that on her end, I'm not blocked, but yeah, so I don't know. But I just wanted to thank her for showing my pictures, but I was unaware really of how everything is going about. Because I don't have a problem with anybody wanting to share my pictures or use them in their thumbnails. I love that. That's what they're there for, but give me credit for it, my pictures. That's all I ask,
Right. Do you feel like that's what was happening? Do you feel like
yes,
by removing not the watermark, but
yeah,
the part that
definitely
said created by Lise Levacque, do you think that that's what was happening?
Definitely. It's I mean, like, what other reason would there be but to I just, anybody can use them. And you don't have to ask me permission as long as you give me credit for it. That's all. And don't modify, just don't change my artwork.
Okay. So don't change the artwork. Make sure that you're credited for those, which means dropping the link to your channel.
No, they don't even have to drop the link to my channel. That's not even a necessity,
Mm-hmm.
It's because I'm not in this for fame. I'm not monetized. I don't, it's just kind of like a punch in the face.
Yeah.
When you put something out there and your name's on it, but then, I mean, it's just like when some creator shares a different creator's, some of their content, or even just a picture, they put their name down in the description, or they give them credit for it. Do that with the artwork as well,
Yeah.
That's all.
Yeah, well, you deserve the credit for your work. I'm going to read some of the comments to you that are coming through. So I have to scroll up quite a bit. Everybody's in agreement. Hey, Magpie. Love Magpie. Hey, Mitten Mama. Good to see you. Thanks for popping in. Okay, where do they start? When we start talking about this, Lee Marie said, that's not a YouTube glitch, talking about that your comments were not showing up. I mean, it's a good possibility that you were blocked. I know what you're talking about. I'm blocked there too. I don't even know that the actual channel holder knows that I'm blocked, but If I have to send an email every week saying, hey, why am I blocked in your chat? I'm just not going to go there anymore. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I'm just not going to do that. Earth said they need to stop doing that. It's not their work. They're not putting in the hard work to make these leases. It's her work. Y'all need to stop it. Magpie says stealing the work is not cool. Madness Hatter said, but you deserve the credit. It's your hard work. Checking.
Thank you, everybody.
Yeah. Checking Conviction says, amen. Yes, all true creators need the credit. And that's the thing. Like, Lisa's putting in the time. It's directly from her channel. So people know that it's her work because it's from her channel, you know, when they're sharing it. And so, yeah, I mean, it's just disrespectful. Valerie Ventura said, for sure, definitely should give you the credit. Tater says, I just thought very disrespectful. Lisa wouldn't mind if they just gave her credit. Hey, NJ Robin, thanks for stopping in. It says, hey, Vilomah just stopped by to give a thumbs up. I will watch the replay. Thank you for that, NJ Robin. I appreciate you very much. Lee says, please respectfully use Lisa's art. Give her the credit she deserves. Daphne says, being blocked after the fact says a lot about that person.
Yeah, and to have the live stream then put on members and then deleted, so
right?
I can't watch it. Right. I mean, that's what got me.
Right.
You know,
that's what makes it bad.
Yeah.
Eliza says,
it's hurtful.
Very much so. Yeah. I mean, obviously, yeah, it's not cool. Especially when a monetized channel is using it. And you know, yeah, that's shitty when you're not monetized and you've really put in the time on that. Eliza says it is wrong not to credit the artist. Mitten Mama says, yep, that's gross. Trying to take another artist's credit. Design. Go ahead.
That's why I wanted to watch the live, because I don't know if she gave me credit or not. I know from the thumbnail I was. That's why I wanted to watch the live, because I don't know if she gave me credit in her live or not. I haven't seen it. And so if any, yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know. I don't know.
I'm blocked in there too. Design says all of his videos and pics online have an invisible watermark only associated to his brand. So it's something we can look into. I Love Alta says that you are very generous for allowing people to use your work, and all that you're asking is that you're credited for your work. Mad Miss Hatter says it's called respect. It doesn't cost anything. Bad Medicine. Hey, Bad Medicine. Good to see you. Says she deserves credit for her work. She works hard. Let's see. Thomas Skoteric says that's intellectual larceny. Go ahead.
Oh, I was just going to say the donkeys are starting up. I was going to get out of my truck. That's where I'm sitting. So that way you guys can hear them maybe, but it's okay. Go ahead. Sorry.
Mitten Mama says, my husband is an artist and is very, very pissed if someone uses his art without giving him credit. Yeah, I can understand that, especially when she's not monetized and she's doing it for satire and humor, and it doesn't hurt. Like, it's not hard to say, this is Lise Levacque, here's her channel link, you know, and give her the credit for the work that she's done. Design says, yes, Commander, on the physical art, on the digital version, it's a semi-transparency tiny mark in the corners. So we can talk to Diz about that after.
Okay. I'm going to be loud for a second. I have to go inside the barn and plug my phone in.
Okay. Hey, Jesse.
Sorry about all the noise.
Okay. Hey, Jesse. Welcome. Good to see you. Denise is a doodles for sure. Or you're a doodles for others. Got you. Seen them somewhere and you were credited. Good. That's good to know, Blank Slate. There's some people that are crediting her, and then there's some that are not. Some people are showing the images. Let me pull it back up. So like on the most recent one, let me pull this back up. Some people,
for the noise.
You're okay. I moved you away from the mic. Some people were showing this part of the card and then covering up the white part where it says Tragedy Pimp Trading Cards created by Lise Levacque. They were covering those up. So only showing, the left-hand side, not this part where she's clearly got her name, saying that they were created by her. So, that's what this conversation is about today. Lise wants people to know that she's okay with people, using her work, and she's okay with people showing the cards. Obviously, when she went into one specific chat and found out she was blocked, she was, that's kind of rude. That's straight up freaking rude. If she's blocked from your chat, And her intention for even being in your chat in that moment is to tell you thank you for showing her artwork. And I think that when someone puts in as much work and time and effort that Lisa's put into something like this, and they're blowing up all over several different communities and lots of different channels, I don't think asking for, the full image to be shown, including the watermark or her label, her, her identity. And I don't think it's too much to ask that people know that Lisa's the person that made this, and maybe drop the link so that they can go to Lisa's page and appreciate it as much as they're appreciating it. Here, Lisa's channel link is pinned to the top. We're dropping it throughout the chat, throughout the live stream. This isn't the first time. I mean, like I said, Lisa's been my personal friend outside of off this platform for since before this channel started. And so I understand that Lisa's a very nice person. And even when she's saying, you don't have to ask her for permission, she's giving you permission, but credit her for the work. Don't cover up half of the image and put it on your screen and show it to people. That makes them kind of feel like, you created that. And especially, having her blocked. If you have her blocked, don't use her content. That's just rude. She can't even come in to say thank you. Like that's to me, that's beyond rude. It's just wrong. Hey, True Texan, good to see you.
And, the thumbnail, I wouldn't have minded it being like that because I understand it's a thumbnail. Just you don't even have to have my name as the creator of something I've done in your thumbnail, but is just give me credit in your description or whatever.
Right.
And that's okay. But just, to find out I'm blocked from, that's
Did it hurt your feelings? Did it make you feel bad? Like
so
you had
much.
done something
It really
wrong?
hurt my feelings.
Yeah.
And I feel like I thought about just putting those on private,
Yeah.
because until the copyright's done going through.
Right.
Because they are being copyrighted.
Now, you did say that there were two channels, two content creators or two live streamers that have unlimited permission.
Yes.
Go ahead and talk about that publicly
Okay.
so we can get that shit out of the way right now because we already know the shit that's going to come with that. Hey, Irish Stevo.
Yes. Okay. So.
Wait, hold on. Let me say this.
Okay.
I cleared out all of the wrenches because I had way too many. And so as people are coming in, I have my regular moderators I have at least one from all the different communities that I engage with. So sorry about that, Irish Stevo. I was waiting for one of you to come in. So you should be wrenched now. Sorry about that. I apologize. That's my fault. I should have said something to you, but I didn't because I forgot about it until just now. So I just gave it back to you. If you don't want it though, please let me know. But I try to have one person from each community where I hang out wrenched because of the doxing and all of the crazy shit that's been going on. So that's my fault, Steve-O. I owe you bacon and I will not forget that.
Steve-O and his bacon. That cracks me up.
Right. Right. Oh, I think I wrenched the wrong person. I'm sorry. Bad Medicine, don't rogue mod me. I accidentally stuck a wrench on you. Magpie, hold on. Where's Magpies? God dang it. I deleted all of them. And then I wanted to have scheduled with Lee and Lise because they were my managing moderators. And so in JBT, so that they could tell me who they want to have wrenches and all of that stuff. Like there's a list of people I know that won't mind it, but there's some that I specifically want because of all the crazy insanity that's going on right now. So sorry about that, Bad Medicine. I didn't mean to do that, but if you're okay with it, I'll just leave it stick. I do go after each live stream and delete all of the ones that I tossed out. Irish Stevo always has one. Lee and Lise always have one. JBT always has one. I always have someone from the Jerks that has one because these are communities that are really being doxxed and going crazy. Tater is one of my regulars. People I trust and love to pieces. Diz I Am, of course. If I didn't say your name, please don't be upset with me. But I like to have someone from each community. Hey, Flava, how are you? Someone from each community have a wrench because I don't want any fucking doxing going on here. None, not one. If you see it, if you even think it is, kick it. And then we'll figure it out after the fact. Sorry about that, Lise. Flava, we're talking about the tragedy pimp art. I don't know if you've seen any of it, but just to show you what we're talking about. My friend Lise, who has a channel, it's pinned at the top. Hey, Devious on the Streets. I just seen you pop in. Good to see you. You're an amazing woman. I'm sorry I never listened to your side. Devious, I understand completely where you're coming from. I've been there. I appreciate that very much. Thank you for popping in to say that. Means a lot. I think that's very big of you and publicly, and I appreciate that very much. You're welcome here. So I appreciate you for that. These are the Tragedy Pimp trading cards. Let me make them bigger. And when you see these on all kinds of other channels, this is Lise Levacque. She's on the phone. She was supposed to be here with me today, but her service was kind of cutting out for those that are coming in now. She's the creator of the Tragedy Pimp trading cards. And so there's a lot of people that are using her artwork without crediting her, and wanted to give her the opportunity to talk about that, to let people know kind of what her boundaries are and stuff. So talking about this for now, and then we'll move on to other stuff here in a little bit. So are you ready for the next question, Lise?
Yes.
Okay. So we got taters. Okay. Do you have a program that you use and does story of work? Very talented. Okay. She said earlier that it's called the Artisan Cartoon. Go ahead.
App. Yeah. It's the Artisan Cartoon app. And I do use a paint shop type program, just one of the basic ones. But that's where I do all my, the drawing on. But yeah, that's pretty much all the apps that I use is just those two.
And
So,
Earth found the link for it. Earth, if you'd like to drop it,
good.
that would be great.
Good.
We can do that. Okay, the next one. This was something that came up too in our conversations.
And it's all done on my phone. I don't have a computer.
It's on your phone? Okay.
Yeah, everything's done on my phone.
I don't know who Nana's Angels is, but she is now in heaven. Prayers for her and her family. Who's Nana's Angels?
What?
I don't know. I'm going to star that one. I don't want to put that out there.
Yeah. Oh.
I don't even know who said it. I starred that one. We'll come back to that. Let me send a message quick. I don't know who that is. I don't know. Okay, so I'm going to move to the next one. And then, okay, Thomas says, and I know that this came up. So on a couple of panels, this has been said. People are talking about printing them off and making games out of them. So I've heard some people talk about spin the wheel games. And I've heard other people talk about like a Pokemon style points game, fighting game, or something like that. So I wanted to give you the opportunity to speak on that. Thomas's comment says, collect and trade them with all your friends, which I know he doesn't mean what we're talking about.
Well,
but for those that are talking about printing them off, hanging them up, putting them on a board, like a spinning style board, people that are talking about making like a Pokemon game, I wanted to give you the opportunity to comment on that.
Okay. I have decided I am going to print them out as actual cards because a lot of people are asking how they can get a deck of them or whatever. Mm-hmm. So I thought, okay, that is so awesome. I'm going to copyright them and see about making cards out of them.
Right.
And then I hear all this about them, printing them out themselves and making their own games out of it. I will tell you guys this, whoever is thinking about doing that, please do not, because I am getting them copyrighted. And that is for a reason.
Yeah.
And yeah, so I will hit you with a copyright, whatever they do, if I find that they are being printed out and used online like that, or,
yeah,
print them out all you like. I don't care. You can print them out, do whatever you want with them, except for please don't use them in making games out of it. That is going to potentially bring money to your channel,
right?
Because it is stealing somebody's work,
right,
and without permission.
So if someone were to contact you and ask you if they could use the cards on their channel to show them, you're okay with that. But if they want to make them their own and turn them into a game or something like that, you're not okay with that.
See, it all depends. See, every situation is different, and it just, I think it all basically comes down to being asked permission, just come and ask me. It's give me that much respect for my artwork instead of just taking it upon yourself and to use it as you wish. When I first started posting pictures on the community wall, I did some of with a monkey. That was the shit throwing contest pictures, of the monkey body, and I was just putting, the tragedy pimp people's face on there.
Yeah.
And then from this one creator saying that she's going to sue me for using her likeness, I started learning about all, what I was allowed to do, what was against the law, what was not against the law. So I found the person who actually drew the original monkey bodies, and I sent him a message. And he got back to me, and because, just asking permission if I could use his artwork, but just put a different face on it. And he said that he would rather me not, because it is copyrighted. And he thanked me for asking. So I immediately deleted all the pictures. Just a few of them I had up, but I deleted them from my community wall because I'm respecting what he wants.
Right.
Because it's his artwork.
Right.
And
is it that you don't want things to get out of control with monetized channels using your artwork for another means to make money?
I mean, that's not even it. It's just, I just want credit for my work. It's basically pretty much, if you want to do a wheel with the tragedy pins with my card on it, just give me credit in the description, for the pictures on the wheel. That's it.
Got you. So it's a respect thing. If they talk to you first, you're okay with it.
Yeah, it's more of a respect thing. And if you can make money on it, that's great, but don't do it without asking or just letting me know what your plans are. Because I don't even make money on my own stuff.
Right. Right.
And because that's not my intention, is not to make money off of it. I just want to make people laugh and be happy. And I'm glad that everybody's loving them and it's making them laugh. That's my intention was that.
The laughter.
But it's to be shoved aside from, is pretty much what it is.
Right.
Just to, yeah. I'm not really good with words, so.
I got you. It's a respect thing. And so whenever you first started putting them out, I mean, I feel like I can say this for you. When you first started putting them out, it's no different than anything else that's ever been on your channel. It's for humor. It's because there's so much ugly going on so many different areas of the platform and attacking and just negativity, and people are being affected by that. And so it's a way to create laughter at the expense of somebody who's doing terrible things to other people. And so
it's not making them look ugly. Right. These people, I don't make them look ugly, just like they don't have animal bodies except for one person has a snake body, but I don't want them to make them look ugly. Just like I can make a TM have a really huge body, but I don't because
they're respectfully done. It's like parodies. That's why I like parodies. You're showing people what the general population on YouTube thinks of them without downgrading them, going in their real life, hitting them and body shaming them. You're showing them kind of what people see in them.
And they've already put it out themselves.
Right.
But in a nastier way. And if I want respect for my artwork, I feel I have to show some sort of respect for the people that I'm doing the artwork of,
So you're doing it the right way. So let's go back to those two people there, because I don't want any bullshit later down the road. Like, I don't want any of these idiots coming in the comment section, like typing out the dumb shit, like, blah, 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 you didn't have permission. So I know Flav is laughing and I went, blah, 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 blah. I do that. Okay. So who are the two people? And go ahead.
There are two people that have, how do you say it? Just, I guess, unlimited permission to use my stuff. You don't have to ask.
That's right.
It just goes without saying between me and Vilomah, and then, or myself and Vilomah, and also myself and AB.
That's right.
Yes. And
sit down,
AB,
bitches.
Because he has always been respectful towards me. I do artwork for him upon request.
Yes.
Yeah. And, which I feel bad because his channel was struck because of what, but anyways, I told him, these are for you. You do what you want with them.
Right.
My name's not on them.
Right.
I'm not putting them on my channel. And neither one has to give me, drop my link at all, but they always give me credit for my work.
Absolutely.
And yeah, but AB has always, since even before I was able to post on my community wall, he's always been a supporter towards me, and just yeah.
Absolutely.
And plus, we also have the same birthday.
Right. Yeah, there's a lot of dates that are in common.
Yeah.
Yeah, anytime I use anybody's, even people that I don't really like that much, and I'm showing my bad behavior, it doesn't matter what it is, I always drop their link and drop the video link, because that is terms of service. I mean, that's what we're supposed to do. But AB, you heard it straight from her mouth. AB and I are the only people that don't have to get her permission. She's already given it because we do the right thing with it. So Lisa's very approachable. This is entertainment for her. This is fun. This is her way of saying to somebody, I don't like what you're doing. She's not disrespectful. They may not like it, but at the same point, we don't like their, we don't, hey, Purple Passion, Sweet Sativa. We don't really like the way that they're treating victims of tragedy. So hence the name Tragedy Pimp. So let me see if there's, did anybody have any other questions for Lise?
Let me say
Type
one
them in
thing.
the chat.
Sorry, let me say one thing.
Sure.
I do get comments that don't agree with what I'm doing. And I am most always respectful towards the person that gave me the negative comment. Because I understand both sides. I understand everybody has their own opinions, and that's what makes everybody unique, So I don't ever delete any of the bad comments that I get. And I do respond, and I still even give them a heart, because, that is their opinion. So, but yeah, that's all I wanted to say about that.
So what the conversation that we're having right now, what prompted that? Would it be the people that were already using the art and not crediting you for that and cutting out your name?
No, this was, that was the bad comment one. Somebody had left me a comment, and I replied to the comment. They replied back nastier. I replied back, still, having a little bit of sense of humor in my reply. Well, they replied back again, and when I went to go reply, they had deleted all their comments, and so that I did make a post on and put it on my wall regarding that. Thank you for taking out your own trash.
Yeah.
So, yeah, but don't come in and make a nasty comment and then turn around and delete it when I respond to your comment. I just think that's really chicken. And if you're going to leave a comment in the first place, stand by it. Just don't delete it.
Control-Alt-Delete laws says, it's a massive bugbear of mine. People think it's okay to steal others' work. Would you be happy to work 40 hours and for someone else to get your money? So that's a good point to make. Heather says, just let her know about the temporary copyright while she's trying to process her paperwork. That way she's protected immediately. We're working on something like that right now. So to help protect her.
Thank you.
Right away. Eliza of the Jerks says, this inspires me to get to work on this year's creator-inspired Halloween costumes. So you're inspiring people to be more creative, which is good.
Halloween's my favorite holiday, too. Yep. I love Halloween. So that's awesome. I'm glad.
Eliza, can you let me, if I can find Eliza, I think she has a wrench. If you drop the video, I will play it. I'd love to see that. She says we should check out the video they did of a creator-inspired Halloween costume last year.
Oh, how
we
cool.
did creator-inspired costumes last year too, over on Savages. It was quite fun.
Yeah, I remember that.
Eliza, there she is. Check Discord. Okay, I'll do that. So there's that one. Okay, Earth has a question. At least, can you make me a card that says certified bitch, always trolling and rolling, earth, wind, and fire on it? So I starred this one because if someone wants specific or personalized artwork, are you available for that? Are you interested in that?
Yes.
And how
My
can they go
email
about
is
reaching you?
my email's in my description on my channel. My email is there. I take requests, just like Mad Miss Hatter, her birthday was coming up. I asked her what her favorite color was, what kind of animal she likes, flowers, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And because if I'm have somebody in mind that I'm doing a picture for, I want them in it. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And but I do, yeah. I just like when AB asked me to do that picture of that one person with yeah. I don't want to, get your channel in trouble. But anyways,
yeah, I got you.
I said no problem. And I do take requests for pictures.
Right.
So, and that's, yeah. If I think it's going to get me in trouble, I won't put my name on it.
Right.
No. But if I do a picture for you, it's yours to do with it what you want. I won't put my name on it. It's yours. I give it to you. So you can do whatever you want with it. So, right. And yes, Earth, I will make a picture for you.
I dropped the email for Lise in the chat. It's LISEIEL2810@gmail.com. I dropped it in the chat. I'll drop it again. For anybody that wants to contact her for any kind of artwork, let's scroll through these again.
Yeah, it's like 6 Up riding the shark because we got her off of the island because that's what she wanted, to be off the island. And she said, I'll be expecting to see a picture because I said something like throw a saddle on the back of a shark and she'll be riding the shark all the way. And so she asked me, to do a picture of her on the shark, and I did.
I have it pulled up on the screen right now.
Yeah, that one I did put my name on it. Did post it, but I did email her because she's in a bathing suit, a 2-piece. I did email her first with a picture and asked her if it would be okay if I posted it. Because, I didn't want to just assume that it'd be okay in a 2-piece bathing suit. So I got permission to post that from her.
Now I want to show that you do other kinds of artwork. So this is a Summer Moon Utah Wells who is missing from Rogersville, Tennessee. She was 5 years old whenever she went missing. Lise does artwork also for missing children.
Can I say something about my summer pictures?
Okay. Absolutely.
I've only told a couple people this, and after learning, the law, what's okay for me to do, what's not, blah, blah, blah. I actually contacted the Wells to ask for permission to be able to use Summer's pictures in my artwork. Because that's, I'm not for them, but there's still people, it's still their daughter. Summer's their daughter. And I felt that I needed to ask them for permission. And they were very nice responding back, but would rather me not, do the artwork because it takes away from her actual person. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm explaining that correctly.
You are. Yeah.
That's why I have stopped doing the pictures like I was.
Yeah. They don't want you to distort her photo.
And the way that they had responded made me really understand that every time that somebody puts up a picture like I was doing, it brings back even more hurt because it's not portraying Summer as she really is or was. And it just even added to the pain. And so out of respect, I have slowed down and just pretty much, except for the last one that I did, I wanted to put that picture up because she's actually happier in that picture than the one that was taken a few seconds before it or after. But everybody wants to post the one where she looks sad instead of happy. So all for money.
Right.
But so I mean, you got to be respectful when you're using somebody else's property.
Right. Yeah, especially someone's
even if you don't like or agree with the person, you still got to ask them.
Right. think you did really good on these. Lise also shows in this instance, Betty, Bullhorn Betty told a lie. Hunter never said that they decided to stay up there while Summer played in the water. And so she went through and found the truth and posted that. So she does a lot of that stuff. Hey, the Internet FBI, just making my rounds and your channel is clear. Thank you, Internet FBI. I appreciate that. Hope you have a great day.
Yeah,
FBI was here.
I found that her saying that all myself. It wasn't from a clip channel. I actually just tossed on her live one day and she said that, and it's like, oh hell no, because he never said that.
Right, she tells a lot of bullshit lies.
Yeah.
Flava, have you seen this one? Devious. Let's see who else is in here. Bad Medicine. Have you seen this one? This is Lisa's artwork. Lise Levacque. Her channel is pinned in the comment at the top of the chat. Let's see who else was in here. All of you who are understanding Purple Passion, that, this is the creator of the artwork. I saw Texas, True Texan earlier was like, that one that I saw going around about Ryan Up Church, is this the one that you're talking about? Because unfortunately, there are more people than not that believe that Ryan absolutely benefited off of what he did in the Kylie Rodney case. So,
yeah. If he would just apologize to the family,
right.
That's all.
He definitely did not do right by them, and standing by it is not okay.
I just feel a little bit more sensitive to it because I'm in California as well. Maybe that's what it is. I don't know. But no, that's not what it is. He was just damn right rude and just incorrect in his findings.
Right.
That way.
So before we move on to anything else, last words for you. I want to give you the opportunity to say everything that you want to say while I roll up in Discord here and look for the message.
Okay. I appreciate all you guys so much. And I'm glad that you are laughing at my artwork. That's what I want, because even if just for 1 minute that you're laughing, that's a minute that you're not thinking or being angry about what one of these people have done, it just makes for a better life. And I appreciate you all so much. I really do.
Does anyone have any questions for Lise before we hang up? Anybody have any questions for Lise? Do you have email and things like that? Yes, Purple Passion. In some cases, yeah. That's the environment that we're in, is what I can say. But
and if you request a picture, I'm not going to charge you for it, and it's your picture, and I'll do it for you. I'm not in this for money. I just want to bring laughter to people. That's all.
Yeah.
So,
Checking Conviction says, you're a great human. Thank you for your way of making it a lighter way of looking at them.
Thank you.
The Internet FBI is still here. Thank you for keeping us safe, Internet FBI. It says, absolutely love your art, Lise. John Metter. Is it Metter? I'm sorry, I don't want to say it incorrectly. John Metter says, we all need a good laugh. Purple Passion says, instead of praising you and lifting you up for your work, they want to criticize you. Go pound sand. In some cases, absolutely. Lee Marie says, to the Internet FBI, we meet again. Hope you're not investigating me.
I love her.
Yeah, there's a lot there. So play the video without sound. Okay. Can I play it on the stream, or do you want me to watch it just myself? I want to be sure I don't play something that you don't want played. Where did that go? Oh crap. Where did it go? A lot of praise. Quiz says, Lise Levacque laughter is always better than all the anger and negativity in the true crime community at the moment. Yes. The drama community also. Just Lilo says, your work is amazing and they love it.
And for all the people out there that think about, because, me coming up here and kind of speaking my mind a little bit, if you think, oh, I'm going to dox her, just email me. I'll send you all my information. You don't have to go through the trouble of hunting for it. And if you want to put it up there, that's fine. It's already out there. So
right.
Just to save you a little trouble, this email will take you less time.
Valerie, our Peener Wiener extraordinaire, says, "Thank you, Lise. Your art is great, and they are spot on all
Thank
the
you.
tragedy pimps." Thomas says, "Does the FBI have a warrant to be here?" I don't know. Can we see that warrant, FBI?
You know what's with the FBI? What's funny? Well, kind of tripped me out at first, but my brother-in-law works for Ockley. They do a lot of secret military stuff there.
Whoop. Okay.
You know, two times out of the year, they do background checks on all the employees there, which means they do background checks on all the family members and friends. And this is when everybody was being deported, you know. I thought I was going to be deported because I'm still Canadian citizen. And I'm thinking, oh, no.
Yeah.
You know, the FBI did a background check on me. They're going to deport me. Yeah, it was funny to me. But
don't say that on social media. There's like 50 people right now
funny.
writing down the
Canada's
shit.
not a bad place to be deported to. So
Right. Yeah, I got you. Everybody know that she is safe where she is. All is well.
I'm fine. I'm safe. It was just funny at the time.
Right.
I mean, if I had something to hide, then I would, probably wouldn't be on YouTube right now.
Yeah. Irish Devo says, where did it go? Irish Devo says, support your local awesome Lise. Well done on the cards.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so
much. A lot
much.
of praise in the chat. So, all right. Well, awesome. I will.
Well, thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. We'll have to do this again where we can bring you in on camera. And
I'm going to see if my internet is back on. It was the stupidest thing. It wouldn't even let me go back on YouTube.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, that's weird.
Yeah. Because we were just talking in a private, right?
Yeah, for 30 minutes. For 30 whole minutes. 30 whole minutes.
Oh, listen.
Nothing happened.
Did you guys hear the donkey? Oh, shoot. Yeah.
No, we can't.
Sorry.
Hear it. We can play video of it, though.
Yeah. Well, I can, after I get off the phone here, I can just walk over there and they'll talk and I'll take a video of it and post it.
You. Awesome. Well, thank you so much for your time today. And if anyone has questions, I'm going to refer them to the about section where your email is at. But we've also dropped it in the chat. So I'll make sure to add that to the description when I go back and put the thumbnail and stuff on there.
Okay. And thank you so much for letting me come up and
all the time. Talk. You know, anytime.
And for everybody to be listening and stuff. I really appreciate everybody. Absolutely. All you guys.
My space is your
Even
space.
The ones that don't like me, I still appreciate you.
Very much. Thank you so much, Lise.
You're welcome.
See you in the chat. Love you, girl. Thanks.
Okay. Love you too.
Bye.
Thanks.
Oh, I think I got out a little too early. Okay, so Eliza sent me a video, and I think that it said, okay, let me pop out of there. I think it said that it was okay to play that. Now I know why you kept holding your phone. Yeah, she was on the phone. Her internet went kapooky, and we couldn't get her on. So you're very welcome, JJ. Eliza, is it okay to play that right now, like to the stream, or were you just sending that to me? While I pull the video up, everybody, please take the time right now to go make sure you're subscribed to Lisa's channel. She's really putting in a lot of humor, bringing some comedy, doing it in a classy way. Let's support her. It's okay to play it here. Okay. All right. Give me 1 minute to pull it up. I see Lise has a funny video too about somebody who told a lie about them not grifting on Summer Wells. That Vilomah lady is a cool chick. Yes. You know what? Thank you for reminding me. I've got some sound bites here. Let's go to those for a minute. Kind of loosen up a little bit before we move on to anything else.
Yo, before I forget, let me say this real quick. That lady, Vilomah, the Vilomah lady, she pretty dope.
Please leave me alone. Leave me alone, please leave me alone. Leave me alone, please leave me alone. Leave me alone, please. gate you. You ain't never had the battle, wanna date you. You a bad bitch, daddy gotta spank you. My nigga fresh out the pen, he might shake you. Stendo, all right with no stock clips. If you chillin' with the ops, you getting shot with.
Anybody want the twerky? Anybody want the twerk and turkey? Anybody in the chat want the twerk and turkey? Tell me you want the twerk and turkey. Do you want the twerk and turkey?
What the hell is this? Yo, what are we watching? What?
Twerk and turkey? I see a lot of yeses. Twerk and turkey.
In a minute, I'ma need a sentimental man or woman to pump me up. Feeling fussy, walking in my Balenciennes, trying to bring out the fat bit lust. Cause I give a fuck way too much. I'ma need like 2 shots in my cup. Wanna get up.
How do you not? How do you not get jiggy to that? I don't know how you don't, but I do. Well, before we roll this beautiful bean footage, well, how about a word from Crimes and Fashion?
Your time might be better spent. I don't know, maybe perhaps finding someone who could help you gain some insight into yourself, because you are a miserable, wretched, soulless bitch with incredibly bad hair, and your teeth aren't that great either.
Leave it to Lisa to tell you how she really feels about you and put you down in your place. All right, let's screen share over here. The 2022 creator-inspired Halloween costumes. Would you like me to drop the link? Because I see that it's not a public video, so I want to be respectful of that. Eliza. Let's see. I'll also drop a link for anybody who wants to come up and say, hey, what's happening? How you doing? Talk about anything. Kind of do an open panel for maybe an hour, hour and a half. And then head out. Please make sure you're subscribed to Lisa's channel. Please, whatever you do. Lisa's been with me for well over a year, since well before. No need to drop the link. Okay. Glad I asked that. Magic Wand Productions. Hey, how are you? We're just hanging out. We were talking to Lise. Lise was here and wanted to make sure that people understood about the tragedy Pimp trading cards and her artwork. And so we gave her a voice this evening. I hope you're doing great, though. I watched the video that you sent me. Girl, you had me in tears. Tears. You had me in tears. Had me in tears. Thank you for the kind things that you said. It was very beautiful. I appreciate that very, very much. I have a new email. I'm going to drop that in the chat. I did. I have to send another. I have to give another email address because the first one is MIA right now. So the second one is Vilomah.2TWO@proton.me. I'm going to put it in the chat and then add it to the description and all of that stuff. So let me play this 2022 creator inspired Halloween costumes. These are funny. I'm going to go on mute and let this play. This comes from the Jerk. This is good. Yes, this is really good. Oh, shit. I'm with the pineapple. Oh, Lady O, I'm so sorry. Oh, I get it now. Chicken head. Oh. Who is that? Who is that? Oh, Ernie with the kittens. Oh, this is great. Oh shit. Oh. Halloween inspired costumes. Who's that? Is that Smiley? I don't like that bitch. Who did this? Who put this together? Oh, the dentures in the pizza box. Who's that? Who's that? I don't know who some of these people are. I don't know who that is. You guys laughing at me? I don't know who that is. Oh, we got somebody in the back. Let's put up an overlay. Oh, God, that's so funny. Queen OG. Who's that? Who's Queen OG? This is so funny. It's Lise. Are you there? It's cutting in and out a little bit. You're like freezing a little bit. Are you there? Can you hear me?
Oh my God.
It's kind of freaking out on you a little bit. Maybe if you turn the camera off, we'll be able to. Sometimes that takes up a lot of the Wi-Fi. It says connection. This is crazy. I mean, we were on there for 30 minutes hanging out and talking together. Are you there? Check my text. Okay. Give me just a minute. I will. FBI internet, the trolls. We love trolls here. Look, I have a command. Trolls. Okay. Oh, she went. Here we go. She'll get it figured out. Who put these together? Did Pearl do this? This is great. This is amazing. Oh shit. Oh my God. Oh, I know who that's about. It's Spite. Bad woman. Well, I know who that is. Whoa, Nelly. Which one was your favorite, guys? Which one was your favorite? Oh God, let me scroll back through. I don't know who some of these people are. That's a great Molly Go, Not So Lightly. That I really like this one. That one's really good. She's so gross. Is she not so gross? Oh, I'm going to hell in a handbasket. No, the kittens. What the fuck? This is so funny. Okay, I'm gonna get in terms of somebody got something to say about. That was so good, Eliza. That was good. That was good. That was good. That was so good. Okay. Let me go back to the chat. Here we go. Wasn't that funny? Come on, Irish Stevo. Come up and hang out. So there's a lot of people. Oh, Lise. Thank you so much, Vilomah.Unstuck, and everyone here. Love you guys. We love you too, Lise. Thank you. Thank you for taking the time to come in and talk about stuff. I know it's not easy, especially with hurt feelings and kind of wanting to approach it the right way, but you did really good. You know, you and Lee are always welcome here at any point in time. My space is your space. I appreciate it very much. So, lightning kittens, yes, these were epic. Yeah, that was really good. Oh, lady, oh, right. Laughter is very good medicine, right? Those were very good. I can't help it. I laugh. I don't hide it. It's whatever. If I can cry, I can laugh too. Whistle Wire Lurk said, crack fairy dawn. You know, still have internet now. Yeah, if you can get it figured out, absolutely. Open panel, anybody can come up. Irish Stevo, we found your pants. Just want you to know that. We found them. Paint. Word paint. Right? Word paint. Kind of how that goes. The internet police. So we have the internet FBI in here. And we have what's going on? And we have the internet police. The internet. Look, I love trolls. I love the good trolls. The internet FBI. I gotta go to the top. Okay, let's see. Freaking hilarious, right? Right? Okay. I laugh all day long as opposed to bitching and crying. You know, I'm flying, man. Love watching Queen OG. I don't know who she is. I don't know who Queen OG is. I don't know who she is. Oh, she said, check my text. Okay. If you got funny clips, send them. This is the one Lise uses. Oh, wait, hold on. Up here. Oh, no, Lee, I'm sorry. Oh, I did not know that. I'll fix it right now. Can you type in the chat for me so I can fix? Oh, I see you. Never mind. So I can fix it. Prayers for Lee's family, please. Okay. Nope, I had no idea. Hold on. Let me fix it real quick. Remove. Add. Managing. I'm glad you said something. No, I don't know what the heck happened, but I can explain it to you later what I do know of it that happened. Prayers for Lee. I'm so sorry that you're going through this right now. I'm glad that you're here to hang out. Be able to take your mind off of stuff. But let me know what we can do, please. Oh, allergies in West Virginia are terrible right now. Like absolutely terrible. Lee, will you check and make sure it's right now? Please, if you don't care. Before we move on to anything else. Let me pull this up. Okay, I'm going to play a video for you. Hey, Paige Noel. You just missed all the fun laughs, but we're about to have some more. So it was recently brought to my attention that Bombshell liked to say that she did not grift off of Summer Wells' birthday. She used that as like a point of, I don't know, awesomeness, that because she claims that she didn't do that she was awesome. There's a difference between having, listen, internet FBI, as long as you don't come in here effing with us, we are down with the trolls. We love the good trolls. We like the ones that come in with the weird names and interact with each other. It's really funny. First time in your life, and so glad to see people that have a great sense of humor. Families from Charleston, West Virginia, and spent some time in Wallace, West Virginia. I can tell you that I don't live that far from Charleston, West Virginia. Yeah, I love it here. Absolutely love it here. Welcome. You're always welcome here. We have the internet FBI and the internet police in the chat. Everybody be on their best behavior. Paige, don't start no shit in the chat today because the internet FBI and the internet police are here, keeping an eye on everything, making sure everybody's on their best behavior, doing their thing. Bad medicine, don't get out of control. The donuts may or may not help. I don't know. I'll have to let you know. Roundhouse, thank you. I think yours is too. I did see your chat. I did get your email. I haven't been able to respond yet. I had some personal stuff going on, but I have 6 messages left to respond to. And I plan to do that tonight and then tomorrow until I get them finished. But I did get your message, and thank you for reaching out. I appreciate it greatly. Anyone's welcome to come up and laugh. I do want to show you guys one of the lies that was kind of told in the Summer Wells case. I believe it was for her birthday. No, I think it was the 1 year of her. It was the 1 year of her missing. That date. There's a difference between turning off your monetization. So you can say that you were not monetized on that day, but if you're still running your Cash App and your PayPal and your Venmo and your wish list and all these other things through the chat, I mean, that's up to you personally to feel about if you made money off of a missing child's tragedy. I'm going to play the video and then you can take from that whatever you would like. The video comes from a Wild German Lady's channel. She's given me permission to play her clips. Hey Val, how are you? Behaving with hands in the lap. Please do, because the internet FBI and the internet police are here, Val. They're here in our chat. So be on your good behavior. Whatever you do, don't talk about Sluts United. We don't want them to start an investigation on us or anything. Here's the link to the video. I'm going to play it for you. You take from this whatever you would like, but please stop saying that when it comes to missing children and when it comes to tragedies such as missing children, let's stop saying that you didn't make any money when you did, and let's stop saying that you were not monetized because you turned off monetization, and let's let the clips speak for themselves.
Hello, everybody. Before I'm going to do my live stream later about Bombshell, this is a little teaser. In this clip, you're going to see her grifting in the name of Summer Wells. Do you guys remember the day of the vigil where most creators were turning their monetization off and stuff? Not Bombshell, not Bombshell. When she starts in this clip that you're about to see, when she starts talking about Summer Wells, which she doesn't care about one bit, she just saw dollar signs entering Summer Wells community. When you hear about her talking about Summer Wells, take notice of her dropping all her links and stuff. See for yourself. By the way, look at this fucking monster right here. So here we go. By the way, shout out to Grappler6, who is the creator of the original clip. Shout out to you.
No one is safe.
All I do is win, no matter what. Got money on my mind, I can never get enough. And every time I step up in the building, everybody's hands go up. And they stay there. Thank you.
Good God.
I think my mods have dropped my links and all that. They know to do that, right? Listen, I'm going to start a Discord for my mods. It's only going to be for my mods, okay? So we can all get on the same page, all right? We're going to continue on with Harmony, y'all, all right? Just make sure my mods put all my links in my chat. It should be about Summer Wells, period. Summer Moon, Utah Wells. Fill my channel with purple hearts right now. Right now. And you remember the reason why you all came together to begin with. This isn't about the creators. It's about a child that's not home, that hasn't been seen for a year.
There you go. This was just a little teaser. I have a lot more to say about this fucking pig. I hope that people have their eyes open now who used to support her, especially the ones from the Samuels community who are very giving and very, unfortunately, gullible in that case. So yeah, I'm gonna react later on. I'm gonna drag her. Might gonna have an open panel at some point where people can come up and voice their opinions on her. And yeah, we're gonna see. So yeah, we're gonna see each other later. Take care, everyone. German lady has left the building. Bye. And please, please do back checks before you give strange people on the internet your money.
Absolutely.
Please, please, please.
So I hope everybody saw that. And then is Flava still here? Because I wanted to ask her if I could use 10 seconds from one of her live streams from a couple of days ago. And I want to say because, hey, Shift Happens, how are you? Thanks for the good vibes. Sending them back. Good vibes back. Golly Bridge, yeah. I'm somewhat familiar with Golly Bridge. My brother would be familiar with Golly Bridge. I've heard of it. I know about where it's at. Let's see. Is Flava still here? I just want to ask you if I can, and let me explain why. So the other day, I was kind of in and out of sleep, and Flava was live, and I laid down, and I was listening to something that she was playing, which was at the time it was a phone call between Controlla, who I love to death, and the assistant DA. I think it was the assistant DA, the ADA's office, and I caught like a handful of words that really hit me, that really stuck with me. Do you want your camera left on, Steve? Do you want me? Is it okay for your camera to be on? Okay. Ooh, there we go. How are you?
Sweet. I'm good, thank you. 22, well, 2:15 here in a moment. England, 2:15.
Oh, 2:15 a.m.?
Yes, it is, yes.
Oh,
And,
wow.
I have to smoke in my flat, so I've got to go sit in the car sort of thing. So I'll put a lot pop up and say hello.
Yeah. I'm going to do something here because I don't want to. Okay. There we go. I changed your name. I don't want your information out there like that. So I changed your name for you.
Oh, brilliant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't catch it until late. So this is Limey the dumpster squirrel, everybody. Shift happens. Go ahead.
The non-grifting dumpster squirrel.
Right. I didn't have enough room to put all of that in there. I could have put on their second line, but I thought, as long as we know that you're Limey. 2 a.m.
Yeah, 2:15. Insane time, innit? I only woke up about like an hour ago or something. I thought I'd have a cigarette and a coffee like, and I saw your live stream. I couldn't make it straight away. I was asleep like, so I said I'd pop in at midnight and I couldn't do it. So I thought I'd pop in now, say hello to you, yeah.
Yeah, I'm glad that you popped up. Would you like to see this clip I'm about to show and see if you pick up the same thing that I picked up?
Oh, yeah. What are we looking at then?
Paige says, please note, should I not be in your chat? You need to use something. You have my full permission. Thank you, Paige. I appreciate that. I pick up on little things that to me are pretty telling. And so when Flava was playing this phone call between Controlla and the ADA, I kind of was like, holy shit. I mean, it's just kind of what a lot of us have been thinking about the bum for a long time. So let me play it. Let me screen share it here. And let me play this. It's only like 5 or 7 seconds. Lex Verde says she loves your voice. So let me see if you guys pick up on the same thing that I pick up, but I got to move the speed down a little bit. Okay, ready? I'm going to play it twice and then we'll talk about it. I'm going to drop the link in the chat also. This is from Flava's channel.
Funner or better if this case is in front of a jury. I personally think that it should be in front of a jury because, like you said, the town knows her for the lady that never grew up or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is what she's referred to as. I'm not the only person that she's done this to, and I mean, there's.
Can we go back and play it? Let me go back and play it a second time. Let's hear it one more time. Let me turn this down a little bit more, see if that helps.
This case is in front of a jury. I personally think that it should be in front of a jury because, like you said, the town knows her for the lady that never grew up or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is what she's referred to as. I'm not.
Did you catch that, Limey?
No, I missed that bit. What was it?
Okay, let me try this again. Oh, wrong one. Okay, let me go back and play that again.
In front of a jury. I personally think that it should be in front of a jury because, like you said, the town knows her for the lady that never grew up or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is what she's referred to as.
So what she says is, maybe if I speed it up to 0.75, because it was when it was played, it was at 1.25. So let me try it this way again. Listen very carefully.
Cases in front of a jury. I personally think that it should be in front of a jury because, like you said, the town knows her for the lady that never grew up or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is.
She says, the town knows her as the lady that never grew up. And that's what they refer to her as, talking about bombshell.
Oh, so
now that
call her Bumokio then, isn't it?
Yes. So let me play it one more time. What she says is the town she says, like you said, the town refers to her as the woman or the lady that never grew up, and that's what they know her as. Just that sentence is stuck out for me, something fierce.
Don't object if they won't bench trials. Because in most situations it's better. Trial. Yeah. But, I was thinking it might be funner or better if this case is in front of a jury.
So they're talking about a jury trial or a bench trial. That's the context of the conversation. So we'll keep going from there, just so you know what they're talking about.
I personally think that it should be in front of a jury because, like you said, the town knows her for the lady that never grew up or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is what she's referred to as.
She says, like you said, the town refers to her as the lady that never grew up. He doesn't correct her. He doesn't say, no, that never happened, or I never said that. And then she says, or that's what the town refers to her as. You know what I'm saying?
Imagine
that was huge.
The old town knows you as that on the tourist. That's just, can't get me head around that.
Right. That, for me, that was like, wow. I mean, that's kind of what we've all been saying is like mentally the way that she acts is like a teenager. And when it comes to her reactions to being called out for bad behavior or the expectations of people that she has done very shitty, right? So those of us that have been talked shit about, our families dug into all of this stuff. So it's kind of like, it's one of those things where as an adult and as a grown woman, if somebody says I hurt them, I listen. I listen to what I've said or done that hurt them, and then I try to understand from their perspective. But either way, I apologize because that, whether it was my intention or not. But when we're talking about somebody who never admits that they were wrong, they never take any responsibility in any of the fuck shit that happens or goes on. They're not willing to ever admit any fault or participation. It's always somebody else's fault. They say things like, I didn't do anything wrong. I stuck up for all of you. I cared about you as my friend, all the shit. And now here we have the assistant district attorney. What's that?
Scamming narcissist, isn't it, Bombshell? Scamming narcissist.
Yeah.
How can she not accountability for that?
Yeah, I mean here I kept thinking we have to be missing something. Like, people don't act like this. I understand when somebody is here for the sole reason of money and they work for it. We support that. But whenever it comes to somebody who's created so much harm for other people, I mean, just recently she was raging on a live stream talking about what she's going to do to me and like fake some more freaking receipts, like fake some more, messages, like, you didn't raise your son, he didn't live with you, like whatever, get out of here. That's stupid. Doesn't hurt me that people say that, you know what I mean? But here we have her talking to the assistant district attorney who's from the area, who has told Controlla that like that's what the town knows her as, the lady who never grew up. And so I'll play it again for the people that are a little confused in the chat, and I'll go a little bit further. I don't think she's saying wolf. She started to say woman and then said lady. She says, like you said, the town knows her as the woman, and then she stops like mid-word and says lady that never grew up. That's what I'm hearing whenever I listen to it. But let me play it again for everybody.
Because in most situations it's better. Yeah,
but I was thinking it might be funner or better if this case is in front of a jury.
I personally think that it should be in front of a jury because, like you said, the town knows her for the lady that never grew up or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is what she's referred to as. I'm not the only person that she's done this to. And
do you hear it now?
Yeah, I caught that. Yeah.
Yeah, I think the wolf part is Controlla started to say woman and then changed it to lady. So she stopped mid-word when she was saying woman, and so it probably come out like wolf. But yeah, like that's what they know her as. That's what the town knew her as. The town. And this was when Controlla was pursuing legal action against the nude photos being put all over the internet.
Unbelievable.
Which then turned into a whole nother story of, that it was underage and that she wasn't underage. And so that's why there was no legal prosecution. When the truth is, the only reason that there weren't legal prosecution followed through with was because Controlla, who's a single mother, didn't have the means to make a trip or two from where she lives, Northeast United States, to Georgia. Someone in her situation at that time would have to come up with, the financial means to make that trip twice on a whim. It was difficult for her to do. And so that's the only reason that there was no following through with prosecution. It had nothing to do with that the crime was never committed. The crime was committed.
Someone's got to nail her ass courts, isn't they? Someone's got to nail her ass, drag her through the courts. It's having the funds to do it though, isn't it? Someone who does that much damage. It's just shocking, isn't it?
Yeah. There's a whole trail of people. I mean, the list is a long one.
Wow. Look at that, look. Scams everywhere. I think I might have saw on Earth Channel the other day the amount of money people have actually given her, and she just turns around and stabs them in the back if you stop giving her money or something like that. Or you might have said it yourself, Vilomah. Somebody stops giving them money or just refuses to say, no, this is enough, I'm not giving you no more. Next minute, become a victim kind of thing.
Yeah. Well, I have a problem with people that, how do I say this politely? This is my huge problem is that, so if I were to say that Limey were a bad person, and Limey were to say that I was a bad person, and I put out my proof of why I think that he's a bad person, and he puts out his proof of why he thinks I'm a bad person, you, the general people, the audience, the chatters, people in the side chat, like anybody has the ability to click on a video and watch the content. You watch mine, you watch his. You believe what you believe. My problem lies when, if I go against you and say that Limey, he's just a shitbag, he's just a dirtbag, and because maybe he called me a bad name or something in a fit of anger, whatever it might be, there's no reason. Like, she and I are never going to agree. We're never ever going to agree. We're never going to be friends. We're never going to care about one another. We're never going to sit down and break bread. I have no intention of ever pursuing any kind of friendship or even commonality with her, because there is none. But my problem lies that when I disagree or I show my receipts, if your initial reaction is to silence me, get me removed from the platform, bully me, cyberbully me, contact people in a previous life, or contact people from high school, or contact an ex-husband's family, or contact biological family that I have nothing to do with and haven't for years, that know nothing about me. My problem is, if you're willing to create this narrative just to hurt me, that proves that you're a shitbox. Like, that proves that you really are a piece of shit who realizes that my truth gets in the way of the image that you're presenting to the rest of the people on this platform that are supporting you and giving you money. For me, it's pretty simple. You see the receipts and you believe them, or you don't. That doesn't mean you go on the attack and that you try to go as far deep into somebody's ass that you can, contacting all of the people, trying to get all of the information. That's my problem. You don't have to agree, but why does that not agreeing then turn into complete attack of a person's character and their life? I've talked to moms and one dad that had to deal with CPS. Like, that's traumatizing for a child when CPS is brought into the home for no reason. These are children that have good parents, that live in a good home, that are not being harmed in any way, that the parents are not violating rules or, anything like that. But somebody has called CPS and made the report, and now here's a stranger coming in, separating and secluding this child from their parents, which is scary and intimidating and can create stress, and questioning them about personal things in their life and questioning them about their parents. I don't understand why people aren't seeing the harm. You're trying to hurt, let's say, me, if I had children at home, and hurting me, you're going to drag my children through hell and back and subject them to traumatic experiences because you don't like what I said. But I don't like that someone took advantage of kindness and someone took advantage of a giving heart, wanting to help somebody. I don't like that, but I didn't do any of those things. People on this platform are like, everybody doxes. I have never done that. People are like, everyone goes real life. I have never done that. Never, ever. Find me a video and show me a receipt or some type of proof where I've gone real life on anybody, even those that I don't like. You will never find it. You know what I mean? My problem is the lengths that people are willing to go to in order to hurt another person, for the simple fact that they want them gone, because you're now in the way of them grifting and making money and scamming and lying and cheating.
It's just like a complete character assassination, isn't it, for no reason? There's zero accountability there. I just can't get my head around it.
Here's something else too. Right, bad medicine. No, it was never like that. Here's another thing that drives me absolutely insane. When people are like, she's trying to build a channel. Look, I'm not monetized because I choose to not be monetized. I don't advertise the space. I don't put it out. I've just never have. It's not what this is for me. I don't need this platform to better myself financially or anything of that sort. It's not that for me. But people say that. And so then, like YouTube and Google are not going to remove a video or your content for the simple fact that somebody reported you. Somebody reports you, but then they verify that the report is good. Earlier today, when I first started the live stream, I thought that I had entered the correct copyright information for a song. I didn't, and so it shut the stream down. I'm not bitching about that because that was my fault. I did that wrong incorrectly. I started another stream, deleted that one, and said, okay, my mistake. I won't make it again. But I don't want subs, and I don't even like you saying the word subs, because to me, so many of these content creators, channel holders, treat subscribers like they are subservients, like they are working for them. They do the same thing with moderators. I never, ever, ever have told anyone that holds a wrench on this channel ever, don't go to this channel, don't go to that channel. I've never done that. I never will. I don't pay them. They don't work for me. I'm not their boss. I have had conversation with one person and said, just be careful. I don't want some of that stuff brought over to the people that are in our chat. But I don't tell people where to go. We're grown adults. But I do know subscribers that have seen the truth from what happens over there, that are sitting in the Discord, that are sitting in the chats, that are willing and involving themselves in the smear campaigns on other people and harming other people's real lives. I don't want them. Like, I know who they are. They're blocked from this channel. I will never allow them in the comment section. If they come in under a troll account, if I figure out who they are or whatever, I'll block them. Like, there's no engagement. I'm not asking I don't ask anyone to show up here. I appreciate those that have found something good in this space and they come here because they find something good and it benefits them, whether it's humor, laughter, support, whatever it might be. But I don't want people like that interacting with the space that I have created for support and engagement with other people that are going through real life things. Does that make sense?
Absolutely, yes. Just damages the channel, really. Like people putting information out there on other channels, rather do that and come back here knowing they're going to get booted.
Right. Right. I mean, I appreciate and respect those that have done wrong and they stood in that and realized that what they did hurt someone else and it did cause harm. And they understand that those behaviors were terrible and they've admitted them and said, I'm never ever going to get into that situation again. At the time that they were involved in that, I felt the same way that I do about those that are still doing it. What makes you want to care about another human being so much that you're willing to put yourself in a dangerous position? You're willing to take the fall for another person. Some of the things that I see going on are so terrible that I start to wonder, the person that's doing the digging and gathering the information, knowing that they're going to send it to another person that's going to do something terrible with it. I wonder what inside of that person is so broken that they care more about this monster that they're filtering information to than they do themselves. Because at some point you have to realize that you're hurting yourself more than you're hurting the targeted individual that you're digging the information on. I worry about those people being so broken inside or missing something or judging themselves for something so terribly that they've lost the ability to see that they're making a mistake that's going to hurt someone else. Does that make sense to you?
Absolutely. It's not only like the person they're going to hurt, it's also their friends as well. And their friends are going to share it. And the next minute, it's gone all around the web sort of thing. And for what? Some sort of clout to say, like, they're notorious sort of thing.
Right. Right. When I was married, my husband and I had a great marriage. And of course, I did things that I knew made him happy. He did things that he knew made me happy. But we were in a committed relationship and we both gave and received from that relationship. And so I see a bunch of people that I don't know what's going on with them, but I see a bunch of people that are so eager for that booty pat or that attaboy or that second of praise that probably never comes. They're giving money, copious amounts of money, money that they probably can't afford to be giving away. They're giving all of this money. They're doing all of this real life behind the scenes, digging into people's lives. They're doing all of this stuff for the benefit of someone else to destroy another person. What do they get out of it? What does someone like that get out of this? They're not getting their money back. They might get a thank you in the moment. What are they getting out of it that keeps them stuck in that position of digging up more information to hurt someone that they don't even know? Like if someone told me that Limey the dumpster squirrel, the non-grifting dumpster squirrel, was a grifter or a beggar or a scammer or a liar or something like that. If someone told me that, even if I'm not seeing those behaviors out of him, I can't relate to the people that are digging so hard. Like I can't find myself spending hours of the day in a Discord or a private, social media application, just handing money to him and handing information to him that's going to hurt, say, Valerie Ventura. Because Valerie said, I mean, the dynamic of this has lost its wheels and is spinning out of control, in my opinion. People are so eager to please another person that's not in their real life, that they're never going to meet. What do they get out of this behavior? What do they get out of it?
Satisfaction, I would have thought. Evil satisfaction.
Do you think that they're addicted to the drama and so they're continuing it because the drama is what they need?
I think they've been absolutely sucked in that much. They can't see daylight and they just think, keep backing this person, because like going to keep getting pats on the head, may get a mention here or there sort of thing. And as you said, they're not going to get their money back. I just think they could spend that, they could donate that money to some sort of charity or something.
Right.
Put it put it to some use instead of damaging people's lives. CPS calls, swatting, it's all out there, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's just
Yeah.
insane.
Legs for Days says, the question I've been asking myself, why all the real life stuff that is going on is so mind blowing. I can't even wrap my mind around any of this stuff. It's like a bunch of broken people spiraling out of control to create drama for their entertainment. What's lacking in your life, or who is lacking in your life, that makes that appealing every day, to every day jump on your devices and gather up all of the information that's to destroy another person. Stellar says, or Commander Ender Turkey says, those people have no control and very low self-esteem. Stellar always makes good points. When people are broken and hurt, sometimes they want solidarity in their pain and will even pay to see others suffer as they are. That's a good point. It does make sense. Problem is that she goes to other channels right now, threatened to shoot someone, but she doesn't care because it's not her channel. Oh, she's absolutely using other people's. She's definitely doing that. I think drama should be movies, books, and plays. I agree with you. So I've been asking myself, drama, but it's not drama. It's real life hurting folks. Makes me insane. Right. Like, I get that it's easier to do because the person that you're targeting in your world is not a real person. I'm not a real person to these people. I'm someone who they think plays a role, but that I'm really, truly my authentic self. I'm never any different. I have let ugly parts of me come out when I've been, when my son has been used as warfare. But I've learned from that. I have apologized for those things and done better in those instances. And I understand that, people are going to use those as like a shield forever. But you said this, but you said that. Those same people that aren't willing to see the apology that you made in your wrongdoing will also use your wrongdoing as a shield in order to continue what they call retaliation, so on and so forth. But I have learned from my mistakes. It's Bombshell and I are never going to be friends. At the same point, I really don't like seeing so many people. I mean, there's dozens, if not more than that, people that are so invested in proving me wrong or, other people wrong when it's never going to happen because I haven't told any lies. Like, the receipts speak for themselves. And my stance is, I don't give a shit if you believe it or not. I don't care if you believe that my receipts are true and authentic. I don't give a shit. I do not care if you believe that or not. If you don't, stay over there, talk your shit over there. But the threats of going real life, contacting people's former lives, contacting people that you think I have some association with, to me, that's too far. And so when you were talking about legal action, when it leaves the platform, when it leaves the live streams of shit talking, and it goes to private messaging and discords, when it goes to other social media platforms where personal information is shared, now you're putting assets in danger. You're putting family members in danger. You're putting people that I care about in danger. But then when those threats are made publicly, I'm not someone who's going to sit on those ever. I'm not someone who's going to sit on those threats, know that information is being spread around, know that doxes are being sold and passed around. I'm not someone who does that. I'm going to protect my assets, going to protect my family, going to protect my friends to the best of my ability, and I'm not going to publicize it. I'm just going to do it. You know what I mean? There are people like me that have the same mentality and mindset. When they've asked me about that, I'm like, don't tell anybody what you're doing. Just do it. When your information has been leaked out to dozens of people, and all of them have nefarious or terrible intentions with that information, what else do you do? What else do you do?
You got to start a channel and call these arseholes out.
That only goes so far, though. The more you call them out, the more defensive they become, the more they try to fake all of these receipts and come up with all of these stories that are not true. Anything and everything that they can do to, to shut you up, to make you disappear, to make people hate you, to make people think you're a terrible person, all of this stuff. The more you say anything about it, the harder they dig, the more contacting they try to do in your real life. So my advice to people has been, don't say anything to anybody about what you're doing. Gather your receipts and your information. Go to your local law enforcement. Go to your cyber crimes, unit. Do what you have to do to protect yourself, because it's no longer one person doesn't like you. Your information, what they believe to be you, your location, your legal name, places, things, properties, whatever that you own, your assets, the things that are yours that are important to you outside of your family and your friends. That shit has been handed around from person to person to person to use, one person after another, to use at their own will for whatever nefarious reasons that they have. There's no good intention behind having the information. Do you see what I'm saying? Nothing good is going to come from it because they have no good intention. So protecting yourself, you have to do that.
Smear campaign, it's a smear campaign, and like you shouldn't have to leave your house in the morning with your kid or something and have a look around to see, is anyone about, sort of thing, because you don't know who's going to turn up, don't know what they look like, all hiding behind like alt accounts, sort of thing. And it just makes you think twice. I never put up a live location where I am or photographs, nothing like that. Like I was here last week or something, then I put a picture up or something. If I was like down a duck pond with my daughter or something, I wouldn't like put it up live stream. And like you're gonna get people turning up your house, standing on your doorstep with a bullhorn, stuff like that, sort of thing. Your property can be damaged, and say your car got damaged or something. That's something you've got to fix just for going on the internet and having like a decent opinion, and just being decent in society. Next minute you got a fucking war on your hands,
Right. I think it's crazy that, let's say when the county fair was going on, if I wanted to go down to the county fair and live stream the different foods, for instance, I couldn't do that because information has been passed around and shared between people that have this ridiculous belief of who I am, that I'm okay to say I think that that person is a terrible human being. I think that they have terrible intentions. They bring nothing good to any community that they've ever been in, and walk away from the table in the conversation. Nothing's going to change my mind except change behavior, and I'm never going to see that. And so I'm okay with just saying, I think that that person is a terrible human being that's doing nothing good for anybody but herself. I can walk away with that. They can't. It becomes a digging campaign. So if I were to go down to the local county fair and live stream all of the random foods that were there, I would be putting myself in danger, because these same people that are behind the scenes digging up all of this information, when I'm reading through some of the comments, I see nothing but hate. They want to take everything good and positive away from somebody who they think is a common enemy. And they're wrong in that, because nobody's trying to take somebody else's livelihood or take their money or take their support. Nobody's trying to do that. When you post someone's private information and you're doxing them, that is a privacy issue. You're putting someone's privacy in danger. You bet your ass a privacy complaint is going to be issued on that live stream, period. The damage is probably already done, but nobody wants it up there forever. No, that's number one. Number two, if you're using somebody else's content, go ahead.
Once that damage is done and out there, it can't be undone. And they could delete their account, start another one. It's just insane,
Right.
isn't it?
It is, yeah. The same thing goes for content. If I were to pull up Diz.I.Am's content and use it to talk about his looks or who he is as a person, or to twist his words, that's a copyright issue. You can't use somebody's content without complying with terms of service. Point blank, you can't do that. And so if somebody were to use someone else's content where they're twisting their words, they're misrepresenting the message that's being displayed in the original content, they're not pausing the way that they should be. When those things are happening, if it's your content and you think it's being used for malicious reason or not compliant with terms of service, and you report that as a copyright issue, you're reporting it. So YouTube and Google are going to look to see if it's a legitimate claim. If it is, it means you violated terms of service. It doesn't mean 10 people reported you because they don't like you. It means somebody's privacy was shown and shouldn't have been. It means you didn't have permission to play somebody's video or content that they created, that they had on their channel, and Google and YouTube agreed with them. It means you're crossing boundaries that have been put in place for the safety of everybody on this platform. And so you're not abiding by that. So your content gets taken down. Google and YouTube created how many strikes you can have, or how many reports you can have, or how many chances you have to get it right. If you're deplatformed, it's because Google and YouTube have decided that you're not safe to be on their platform. It doesn't mean you did nothing wrong. Do you see what I mean? It means you violated terms of service. They don't want you on their platform, so they deplatformed you. It's not the fault of the people that reported you. It's your fault for not knowing terms of service and remaining compliant with them, and to think that because you're deplatformed, you have the right to then go even more real life on somebody and put them in more danger because you couldn't follow the rules. You see where I'm going with this? When we play a clip where the assistant, the ADA, the assistant district attorney is saying that that person is known as the lady who never grew up, and that that's what the town knows her as. It's indicative of the same behavior that we're seeing on the platform. She doesn't do anything wrong. Other people don't like her. They don't like you because you're putting them in danger, because you're reaching out to people in their real life and then twisting words to fit your narrative, because you don't want people to like me or other people that have told the truth on you. See, it's simple. If somebody says I'm a liar, I just put out my truth. People see it for the truth or they don't. But it doesn't have to be warfare where you then contact people's real life, put everybody in danger because your feelings are hurt, because somebody doesn't like you, because they said that you were whatever. Am I making sense?
Absolutely. Like these people should take accountability. It's not only that, like I just said something about livelihoods. You know, people are losing their jobs over this shit.
Right.
And if they do that, you know, you can't even pay your bills, you know, and you just gone on the internet, spoke the truth sort of thing, showed the receipts, and the next minute you're getting kicked up the arse.
Right. Some of these people that are doing the digging, like I've been called unhinged. I get that. It's like whatever, neither here nor there. I don't care about that. But some of the people that are still sitting over there in that camp, making the clips and doing the digging, I think they're unhinged. I think that what's the end result? Is the end result that because I don't stand up and say that I agree with everything that they say, or that I don't change, that my truth is my truth, does that mean I should die? Does that mean that one day I walk outside my door and because someone finds out where I live at, they're there to kill me? Because that's where we're headed. Based on the emails that people are getting, threatening their life, threatening their children's lives, threatening their spouses' lives. That's how far we've gotten. It's gone from slinging mud and being ugly to threatening people's lives. Like, let's be real about it. Is that the end result for these people?
That's the absolute truth. That's what they want. And, you know, you got to wear sunglasses when you go, you know, how do you know some nutters are not going to throw acid in your face and maim you for life or your kid? You know?
Right.
Anything.
I think that that's what that person wants. I do. I think that's what she wants. I think that because she can't shut up because she can't stand in a room and point to the people and say, shut up, and everybody just listen. Everybody just do what we're told, right? Like the good little girls and boys that she wants everybody to be so that she can keep taking money from people. Because I'm never going to be that person that just shuts up. I'm just not. If somebody asks me my truth, I'm going to give it to them, whether they agree with me or not. And so because I'm not that kind of person, the hate goes so deep that there's now people threatening to kill me because I won't shut up, or because the receipts that I gave a year and a half ago are still being passed throughout the internet. You know what I mean? Because so many people are waking up to what is happening. It's my fault. It's Savage's fault. It's Jen's fault. And so the threats to kill someone, I mean, is that the end result for these people? You know what I mean? It makes me wonder.
You don't know what they're capable
Exactly.
of. Really. You know, some of these people just don't know what they're capable of. You know, they must be so like twisted inside. And I think they just want revenge because you've shown the receipts and they're not happy with it. They can't touch you on the internet. But what they're trying to do, they're reaching out and they're trying to get you in your real life. And if it's not you, it could be any member of your family. And you're still going to have the same effects. And it's exactly that, isn't it?
It does. Recently, information was passed to another group of people that, because I don't like the threats of pulling other YouTubers' deceased children out and used for warfare, because I said that shit's not cool. We can't let anybody get away with doing that, because then everybody will get away with doing that. And because I said I don't stand for that, and because I said this really isn't a safe place for grieving parents to be, information got sold to them, and it's not the correct information. And so the information that was doxed out on a public live stream was a place in Ohio where rental properties are at. So I live in West Virginia. So rather than my location be put out, it was the city and state of rental properties where 9 single parents live with their small children. They're the ones that were put in danger. So some unhinged moron who wants the biggest booty pat, the biggest attaboy, the biggest thank you, or whatever the fuck they receive from this unhinged moron, who's to say that something terrible doesn't happen to them on behalf of the one creator that wants everybody, or the one YouTuber that wants everybody to shut up? You see what I'm saying? She has lost the ability to control where the information is sent to and who does something with it, but it is still her responsibility because she's the one spreading it around. She's the one that made it publicly available for the first time, so I hold her accountable for anything that happens, because it didn't have to be shared out. Nothing had to be shared out. She simply could have been an adult and said, I don't agree with that, and moved on. That's what I did. I had a whole bunch of people calling me a tragedy pimp because my son died. I had a whole bunch of them talking all kinds of crazy shit, and I just said, whatever, and moved on. I didn't focus on any of them. When somebody asked me for my truth, I gave it to them, and then I moved on. See what I mean? Those people, those children, their parents are the ones that were put in danger.
They just can't accept it, can they? They just can't accept it.
And isn't that indicative of the people that are really responsible for all of the crazy shit that's going on? The people that want everyone else to shut up talking. To me, that's very telling, that you will stop at nothing to silence somebody at the point of them losing their life, because it paints a bad picture of you. Like, all of this stuff would have disappeared a year ago if the behaviors would have stopped. But because the behaviors haven't stopped, every single time they get caught doing the same thing, grifting, begging, pleading, scamming, lying, every time they get caught, all of the past gets brought back up. Nobody's panel hopping from person to person. When someone asks me for my truth, I give it to them. And it's never changed.
Well, that is credit to you, isn't it? That's
What's that?
Credit to you.
Say it again.
Oh, sorry, I was just saying that's absolute credit to you, Vilomah, sticking to your truths. You know, you're sticking to terms. These people aren't.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Yeah, the truth never changes. It doesn't change, and it doesn't grow into something other than what it is. The truth remains the same throughout history. It never changes. And so other people may have different opinions or perspectives on it, but when the truth in its entirety, including the receipts, are put out, that's the truth. There's always people that are not going to see that. They're going to see it the way that they want to see it because they have a narrative to run, or they have an agenda, or they have orders being dictated to them. And so I can say it's raining outside right now, and I can walk outside with my computer and the camera and be like, look, it's raining. But if somebody is being told and they fully are drinking the bathwater and believing that what they're being told is the truth, if that person said, that's not rain, it's bird shit, there's people that will believe that it's bird shit. You know what I'm saying? I don't even care about that. I said it was raining. I showed that it was raining. I come back in, dry off, and go right back to business as usual. I'm not chasing that person down to be like, are you kidding me? What do you mean it's bird shit? That's not bird shit. That's rain. I'm not doing that. I'm not going to catch it in a glass and drink it in front of them to prove that it's rain. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to let them go on their merry way and say, Vilomah said it was raining, but it wasn't. It was bird shit. She's crazy. I'd be like, okay, I'll just sit over here in my craziness because it was raining. I'm not going to work extra hard to prove to somebody that I'm right and that they're wrong. I don't give a shit. I really don't. I have a whole different agenda for having a place on YouTube that has nothing to do with this constant back and forth. And when people say stop engaging with it, I have stopped engaging with it. It's new people finding their truth, finding out that they've been lied to and that they've believed something or somebody that has been playing them for a fool. They want a soft place to land. They want to be able to say, I'm sorry, I didn't listen, and I learned the hard way, and I'm never going to get wrapped up in, I'm never drinking the bathwater of anyone ever again. I'm never going to dig on anyone again. I'm never going to go real life. I want to be here for fun, for important conversations, for support, to relate to people, to find people that I can relate to, and they go on that way and they do that. You know what I mean? That it happens, but there's always those ones that no matter what, their intention is to fuck you over, to hurt you, to shut you up. There's at least one person who would be willing to send threats to kill someone. To me, that is where's the end? Where does the end come in? Oh, Lady O says, if I drive over the speed limit and get pulled over and ticketed, it's on me. I broke a law. Rule breaking Google or YouTube rules is on the person that broke them. Right. Nobody's deplatformed for no reason. Nobody. Not one person has been deplatformed for no reason or because a group of people didn't like them. They've been deplatformed because they violated terms of service, and those violations were reported, and they were good reports. And we have terms of service and rules because Google and YouTube does not want to be liable or responsible for the fuck shit people are doing on this platform, period. At work, you have rules and you have operating standard operating procedures. You have protocols at your job. So if this is your job, terms of service are the same thing as those operating procedures, or, you know what I mean? We all have rules. We live in a society where rules are given for the safety and the protection of other people. Privacy, personal, possessions, they're your personal being. We have laws and we have rules. And we're always going to have people that refuse to abide by them. And so YouTube and Google will deplatform you if you are not abiding by the rules that they have established for their platform. Period. It's not anyone else's fault. It's not my fault, Limey's fault, Jenny's fault, Savage's fault, the ship's fault. It's not anyone's fault except the person who allowed the shit on their panel.
Without that, then rules and terms of service, it'd be a Wild West out there. You just have
That's what it's turned into.
And it shouldn't be like that, It's just so upsetting. You've made this channel a very safe place for someone like me and others around. You've made it a very safe space.
Thank you for that. That's been my only goal, is in order for me to be able to talk about grief and vulnerabilities and hard things, I had to also be willing to show people where these dangerous places are. Because if you're vulnerable and you're going through real life things and you're dealing with real life shit, there's the people on this platform can pick you out of a crowd. Your mannerisms, the way you type, the things that you talk about, they know that you're going through real life shit. It doesn't take long. And then, you're targeted. And so in order for me to have a place to talk about the difficult parts of life, grief, loss, tragedies, things like that, I have to also, in order for my conscience to be clear, so that I don't feel like leading the lambs to slaughter, so to speak, I have to also be able to say, these are the not so safe places. Maybe let's get your mind in a better place where you're not so vulnerable and you're not in such a hurt. You're not covered in pain. You're not feeling broken, because we all know that when you feel broken and when you're going through real life things, when your heart is shattered, helping other people makes you feel better. It makes you feel human again. When I was dealing with the first year of grief, helping other people made me feel like I was mothering and being human again. And so I was people pleasing, thinking that I'm finding my strength again, when really I'm becoming reliant on helping other people in order to feel like a human. So unplugging from that is difficult but you have to realize that that's what you're doing before you unplug from that. Does it make sense?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Morris,
100%.
I agree. More 17 says, I shouldn't have to agree with everything you say for us to get along. And I'm absolutely the same way. I love conversations where I can debate with somebody about a topic or a situation. And I love it more when I walk away from the table having gained another perspective that changes my opinion. I feel like I grow from those conversations.
That is beautiful. And Vilomah, it's at like 3 a.m. here. I'm going to jump down from your panel. I'd like to say thank you for having me up. Thank you for the wrench. And I've got one more question.
Yeah.
Who is going to win the scavenger hunt on Savage's panel? Who's going to win it?
Me.
There you go.
I'm going to win. I'm not pulling my back out this time. I'm going to win. I'm going to wear my back brace.
I woke up in the very early hours and I watched some of Savage's last. I didn't go in the chat or nothing. You know, you should have had a box of everything you needed just by your feet. Sellotape, dust hand broom, J-cloth. Could be anything that turns up. Just have a box by your feet.
If only I knew what those items were. If only I knew what they were. I did take a lot of items.
You just empty your cupboard and have the lot there on the table.
I should do that next time.
Bowling is necessary. All right, Vilomah, thanks for having me up, and I'll pop back in the chat for a few minutes. I'm going to sleep, all right? Thank you very much.
Okay. You're welcome. Anytime, Lemmy. Thank you. Appreciate you.
Thank you very much. And I'll pop back in chat for a few minutes. Okay, thanks, guys. Take care, everyone.
Thank you. You too. Thank you.
Yeah.
Stellar says, some people prefer to stir up the dust and confuse things rather than clear the air and make sense of it all. Facing our true selves is painful but necessary. I agree with you. 100%. Tater says, just like an alcoholic, the alcoholic has to see that they have a problem before anything else and admit it to themselves. But if they have enablers, they never will. No consequences. I couldn't agree with that more. 100%. I couldn't agree with that more. Grief and addiction have a lot in common. And when I was talking about the people pleasing, there's a little bit of, I want to say it's kind of like a high, but I can't really say that. I don't really know that to be true, but it feels like it. It makes you feel better. It makes you feel human again. It makes you feel like a person again. And so, I can only imagine that it's very relatable. And yeah, as long as there's enablers and people that are feeding into the habit and not holding someone accountable. I like being held accountable. I know that sounds crazy and probably people are rolling their eyes like, what? The truth of it is, though, if I hurt somebody, I want to know about it. If I say something in a fit of rage that hurts someone, it bothers me. That's why I've made apology videos about those things. I don't want to hurt anybody, and I don't want to intentionally. And sometimes it just takes a conversation to better understand what I said or what language I used that was offensive. And I learned from that. But yeah, I love that, Morris. Shouldn't have to agree with everything for us to get along. We should still have a human respect, a mutual respect with one another. Yeah, people need to wake up and lean into their own pain. You can't run from pain if it's always going to be around you and it just gets bigger. That's an issue. A lot of folks have dirty hands. Yeah. Unfortunately, Dad was a professional alcoholic and would go get his own alcohol when all of us refused it. It's scary knowing he's going to get behind the wheel, but he claimed it. I know one of those same type of people. And yeah, the more that you say stop it, the more that they do it. And so, especially as a child, you're just like, it's wrong. But yeah, old wounds and pains. Walking on water is less a miracle than walking in peace here on social media. I agree with you. I really do. F you, them, until they walk a mile in your shoes and have to live in your world. They just need to sit down. Right. And I don't even want them to walk in my world. I just want them to stop with the threats, the constant threats of like digging into people's real life. If I'm from a community that does that, that's one thing. If that's my choice of weapon and your choice of weapon and the community that we participate in, that's their choice of weapon, is to dig up who you are in your real life and your location. I can understand that behavior. I can understand it and I don't judge it. And I respect that that's what they do. But that's why I don't hang out in those communities. You know what I mean? Because I don't want to do that to other people and I don't want it done to me. But I don't judge those that do those when they're from those communities. So like Bombshell is not from a community that does that shit. It just started happening. There are communities where they fight fire with real life, so to speak. I don't judge them because the whole community does it. So to say one side is wrong, you have to say that the other side is wrong. In this situation, there's only one side doing it. No matter what anyone says or puts out there, people are kind of waking up to see like, hey, that's true. Vilomah has never doxed anybody. Vilomah has never put out any receipts other than proof of scamming. Like I have never shared. There's people I don't like and that I don't care for that I have messages with, and I've never put them out. I never will, because I think it's a violation of privacy and it keeps the back and forth going, and it's just not something, it doesn't help the situation stop or go away. Someone's going to end up dead. This is what's going to happen with the people that we're dealing with that are going so real life, that are so not willing to admit anything that they've done wrong. And that's another thing about communities. Those communities of people I'm talking about that do the real life back and forth, they admit that what they do. They fire up live streams and say, I did that. We're talking about people that never admit any wrongdoing, that they don't own any wrongdoing. Those are the people we're never going to get to see the light, and they're so held up by the people doing all of that shit work for them. The end result is someone is going to find Savage, find me, find Jenny, and kill us just so that person is happy. That's what's going to happen. It's going to happen. It's just a matter of time before it happens, because the information that's being passed around, nobody has control of it anymore. It's everywhere. It's in so many different communities, people that I don't even know. It's all over the place. And so the end result is the people that want the information want it for one reason, because they want to make someone else happy. They're whatever's wrong with them, they want to make someone else happy. If you can't get through to the person that they want to make happy, how do you get through to them? But they're desperately seeking my personal information, Savage's personal information, Jenny's personal information, because we disagree with them. Not because we're battling real life. We're not calling their family. We're not digging up their old social media accounts. We're not contacting people that maybe know them. We're not trying to have conversations with anybody. Go find a video where in the last year that's ever happened, because you won't find it. So it's not fighting fire with fire. Only one side is doing that. Only one side. So where does it end? When someone dies, when someone is shot by one of these crazed lunatics that's so eager to please their leader? Is that what happens? Is that when the person who wants so desperately to be the biggest badass on the internet, is that going to make them finally feel like the biggest badass on the internet? Because we have people that pretend to be the biggest badasses that there are, right? They're doing it behind the scenes. They're not doing it in the public. They're not firing up a live stream saying, nope, I did that. I said that. I went there. I'm talking about the people that refuse to admit that they have any participation in this shit. So those communities that do the back and forth, they're different. They stand up and say, I did it. I called that person. I called that person's job. I called that person's spouse. I'm the one that sent those emails. They fucking own it. I'm talking about people like Bombshell and her group of people that will never admit that they gave my information to all of these other people for the sole purposes of nefarious stuff. That now whenever I get an email threatening to kill me, it's because it was leaked out from one person. That one person to me is responsible. But what's the end result? When somebody fires up a live stream and says, oh my God, Vilomah was shot in the head. Some crazed lunatic showed up in her neighborhood, waited for her to drive down the road, and then shot her. Is that what everybody wants to happen? Thank you, Forever Young. I appreciate you. The truth doesn't change. It may take a minute, and I appreciate, listen, I really want to be able to say to the people that participated in the fuck shit involving my son, I really want to be able to say, fuck you. But I don't have it in me. If you truly had no idea that the person that you were doing all of this work for was doing it for the sole reason of shutting me up. Does that make sense? I'm willing to see that you realize that what you did was wrong and that you're never going to do that again. Not for me, not for Jenny, not for Bombshell, not for anybody. You're never going to sell yourself and who you are as a person and your online presence You're never going to do that again because you have to be hurting yourself in doing that. You're never going to get the thank you or the attaboy or the booty pat or the, reciprocation of anything. So your feelings are hurt, and that's why you saw the light. So I'm willing to say, I forgive you. And then in your behaviors, not being that eager to please people, I learned to respect you and trust you. So I don't have it in me to hate somebody, even because you did something ugly or bad to me personally. If you're today willing to say that you understand that what you did was wrong and that it hurt and that it wasn't necessary. If you say that to me, we're good. Like, we're good. I have no reason to go on a mission to destroy you or talk negatively about you or to disrespect you or to make you feel unwanted. I don't have it in me to be that person. I really don't. If you then turn around and do it again, yeah, then I have a reason to be like, fuck you. I'm never going to respect you. I'm going to stay as far away from you as I can get. But I don't have it in me to judge you for having made a mistake 6 months ago because you were kind of drinking the Kool-Aid. I was there at one time when I first met her. She was going after Mallory Williams for making fun of Summer Wells. Mallory Williams was saying some very terrible things about a 5-year-old missing little girl, and it hit me to the core because none of us know Summer Wells. And if that's okay to say about Summer Wells, then that's okay to say about any child who's missing or presumed deceased. And I can't sit with that. And it hit me to the core. And so she was going after Mallory Williams, and she was going after Ziggy, and she was talking about people that are known tragedy pimps. And I really thought she was doing good work. So I understand how it is whenever you jump into that. You know, I get it. Please don't come in and start drama from another chat. If you had an argument or disagreement with someone from another chat, please leave it there. Don't come in and pick up an argument with somebody that's already in the chat. Please don't do that. I like everybody to be able to speak here, but please don't come in like raging at somebody else. Nobody knows what you're going off about. Yeah, don't come in and like directly attack other people. Do the mods have this under control? I don't know where it started or what happened, but you guys have it. If you have it under control. Okay, Tater's here. Lee's here. Okay. All right, sorry. Let me move on to the next one. Please just don't do that. If you dislike somebody from another community or another channel and you had an argument with them, please don't bring it here and make it an argument. Because we're not talking about whatever was going on in that other place. So, okay. Hey, TT. I'm glad to see you. If every creator was like Vilomah, YouTube would be... Oh, thank you for that. I'm far from perfect. I've made my mistakes. I've said hurtful things and been ugly. I have felt terrible about it, though. And then, as a matter of fact, because it keeps getting thrown up in my face all the time, let me just pull it up and play it for you. There was a time that I said something very ugly. No excuses. I did it. I said it. Not proud of it. People constantly want to hold that up as like, I don't know, some type of, see, I told you she was a shitbag. I mean, I said something very ugly in anger. Doesn't mean that it was right. It means I had a moment and I made a mistake. But here was the apology video from when I couldn't sleep that night because I knew that it wasn't just the person that I said the ugly things to that would be affected, but it would be other people on this platform that were going to hear this and possibly be triggered or affected by the ugliness that come out of my mouth. So for those that have never seen this, I am capable of admitting my wrongdoings. I'm going to try to keep this short. I talk a lot about accountability, and that does include myself. self-awareness, all of those things that we expect everyone else to have, we have to exhibit ourselves. So I want to talk about very quickly, I owe people an apology. Not just one person, but several people an apology. I was on a panel and a chat comment led me to search. I was positive that a chat comment was, I was positive that somebody was somebody was repeating a rumor or something that wasn't true. And I went searching to find what they were talking about. And when I found what they were talking about, I panicked. I felt duped, naive. I felt like I put trust where I shouldn't have. I felt responsible. I felt like by being somebody who is supportive of other people, the support encourages encourages people. And I just felt a lot like I really wish people could see what it's like sometimes on the other side of the fence where I'm at, where those of us who don't really talk a lot are at. I've talked about my emotions that go over my normal level 10. It's like a phenomenon. It's documented, it's recorded. When someone's child dies, they go above their level 10s in every emotion and every aspect. Now I've had clips sent to me. I've listened to other channels that seem to think that I selected this channel to spew hate and anger. That's the farthest thing from the truth. This happened on a live stream in real life time. This wasn't pre-recorded or pre-planned or anything of the sort. I'm not proud of what I said. I'm not proud of my anger. I'm not proud of any of that. And I'm damn sure not justifying that right now. I'm trying to explain, not for justification, just an explanation followed by an apology. But I had one of those moments that went over a 10. I just felt so stupid. I don't like to be somebody who judges people based on other people's experiences with them, and I don't want to change that about myself. There's also times that I desperately want people to see, hear, and feel what it's like on the other side of the fence, but it's not possible. I know it's not. Different tragedies, they're seen differently by different people with different life experiences. But I damn sure did not select a channel to take advantage someone else's panel. That definitely did not happen. I don't choose other channels to spew ugly and hate. Actually, I don't like spewing ugly and hate, and it rarely ever happens. That was in the moment. It was a reaction, it was an emotion in the moment, and wrong. To think of what other people are going through because the people that I support or potentially support or whatnot makes me feel responsible. And I sometimes want to stop them in their tracks and get in their head and show them what it feels like to be on the other side of the fence. My words came from an emotion, a place of immediate anger and frustration. I was learning about Laura, not based on what people wanted me to know or see about her. I didn't see the same things that a lot of people had sent me and said, and I'm still gonna be that way. I'm still gonna not judge anybody. I who am I to judge anybody? I'm nobody to judge anybody. But I'm not going to assume that because somebody has a bad experience with somebody that I'm going to have a bad experience with somebody. What I said was wrong on every level. It was worse than ugly. There's no justifying it. There's nothing at all that can justify or excuse the words that come out of my mouth, and I'm not trying to do that. There's no but behind that. I'm not saying I'm sorry, but meaning forget what I just said. Now I'm going to justify it. I'm not doing that. I said ugly things about Laura in a fit of rage that she did not deserve. I'm not going to sugarcoat or try to make those words that come out of my mouth look or seem anything other than the ugly and not okay, disgusting words that they were. I'm very sorry, Laura, that I said those things and that I hurt you. It was absolutely not my intention. I'm definitely holding myself accountable for that. I'm not happy that I showed some ugly, some disgusting. And I know that there's other people that hearing those ugly words, it triggered. There's people, it triggered people that I care deeply about. That also was not my intention. And yes, I do feel terrible for having caused any person to relive their hurt or their loss or their tragedies. I'm truly sorry for that. There's also no but there. I'm not trying to justify anything that I said. Those emotions that go over 10, I'm trying really hard to work on. I'm doing a lot better than I used to do. But what was said was just flat out wrong. Just 100% flat out wrong. That's all I can say. So I apologize to you, Laura, and to people I care about who were potentially triggered or were triggered by what I said. To think that I hurt some people, it truly does bother me. It's 4 o'clock in the morning. And I couldn't stop thinking about what was the right thing to do, not the easy thing to do, but the right thing to do. And the right thing to do was to apologize. I can't let bad behavior go, not myself. And that was really bad behavior. So I'm very sorry. Okay, let me close out that. I let that play because I needed to take a potty break. Breach, I want to tell you something. I learned through loss and grief. I'm going to end on this. I played that because I want people to say that I don't just sit up here and say things that I'm not willing to do myself. I did make a big fuck up and I let the ugly come out. And I don't justify that anyone or anything did or said or any person, place, or event took place that deserved the things that come out of my mouth. I own what I said. And after that apology, I didn't stream for a couple of weeks. I went back to grief therapy every day in order to learn how to control those emotions again. But I played that because when you're hearing that all of this ugly shit came out of my mouth, it's true. It did. It absolutely did. And I own that. I don't say that it never happened and I don't belittle it or I don't make it seem less ugly than what it was. The difference, though, is that night, whenever I laid down to go to sleep, I couldn't sleep because I knew that there were other people that I had hurt. There were people that were going to hear the words that come out of my mouth and relate to that in a negative way. And they were going to relive trauma or bad experiences because it was that ugly. I cried about it. I could sit here and still cry about it. An apology was necessary because I hold myself accountable the same way that I expect other adults to hold themselves accountable. So the intended target may have been one person in a fit of rage. The end result was a whole platform of people that were going to be targeted, triggered, and that were going to relive and hurt because of what I said. And I couldn't be okay with that. I couldn't sleep after that. I had to apologize. And I still didn't sleep after that. It was a long time before I allowed myself forgiveness and grace, because I really made a bad mistake. So when people are like, she said it was so ugly, that's true. I'm not saying it's not. I'm saying that the apology was 2.5 hours after the ugliness came out of my mouth. It took 2.5 hours for me to realize that I had lost control of my emotions and was triggered. And I didn't like that about myself. I don't like not being able to control my emotions. And so I also did the work after that to not make the same mistake again. And I have not made the same mistake again. I will not ever intentionally hurt people because it makes me feel better. Breathe. I want to explain something to you that I learned in the counseling that I went through. When it comes to loss that's unexpected, so when there's people that we can't imagine living the rest of our lives without, a spouse, a sibling that's close to our age, children, grandchildren, when those happen in a very traumatic way, meaning it's an accident or an act of weather or something where there's no long-term illness, when someone walks out the door or goes to sleep that night and then they don't wake up the next morning, or they leave for work and then they don't come back in. I'm talking traumatic, unexpected. No, it wasn't even in your mind that person was going to die. It's a whole different set of emotions and PTSD that comes with that. So in the confusion that people face, let me start with this. Another thing that's very different is we don't go through phases of grief in order the way that the books tell us that we do. We can go through all the phases of grief in one day, wake up tomorrow and do it all over again. The days, the weeks, the months, all of those things can trigger different reactions for different people. When I say hurt people, I mean, so for your sister-in-law to say something so painful, whether she's angry or she truly believes that, I want you to think about, some of us have a more difficult time facing the loss, and we have a much more difficult time waking up every day and facing the pain and the emotions. There are some people that learn to lean into the pain and allow it the time and the space necessary in order to feel the pain and the suffering and the loss. But we very quickly understand that if we lean into it too much, or if we allow it too much time and too much space, it becomes comfortable, like a quilted blanket in the wintertime. And before long, you wake up every day and you have to have that emotion or that comfort, that security blanket in order to survive. It's a mask that people put on, which then justifies the behavior. So if they live in an angry state and they throw angry words and they throw anger and emotions, it's a mask. And the rest of us are supposed to tread lightly, because what they're dealing with is bigger than what they're capable of handling. To me, that's a socially acceptable cop-out, because we all have the ability to do better and to find the resources that help us figure those out. When someone says something so painful and so terribly wrong, it's like they're throwing that anger and that hurt onto you so that they can step away and take a break. It's like saying, if I can take this pain and this suffering that I carry, if I can take this and wrap it up in this tissue and then hand it to you to carry for a while, I can let go of it. So emotionally, that's what those comments generally mean. It means you're the person that I want to give it to for a little bit. Maybe that's jealousy, because a husband and a spouse is always going to be so much closer than a brother and a sister. When I was raising Cody, I wasn't raising him to always make me be his number one person. Like, my mom's going to be no. We want our sons to love and respect their wife as their number one person. My son, if he were to have ever been married, I would have been the most proud mom, knowing that he loved his wife and his wife was his number one priority. And so even 7 years later, for me, it's been 7 years since my son passed away. still feels like less than a year. It still feels like it just happened a few months ago. Sometimes it feels like it happened a decade ago. Sometimes it feels like it happened a week ago. But when they say these really angry, terrible, very painful things, for them, it's like unloading some of that negative pain, suffering in the form of anger to someone else to make themselves feel better. And it's never okay to do. It's never okay to do. I don't know what makes them do that other than jealousy that maybe you were closer, which you should be. You're his wife. But I do know this. I do know that when people who carry their grief in the form of anger, when they do seek help and they do get the resources needed in order to work through that, it's kind of like with addiction. When someone is dealing with active addiction, you can't really hold them accountable for saying mean things or doing mean things or even stealing or anything like that because they're led by their addiction. So they wake up with the need to feed the addiction. That kind of happens with people that carry grief in a very negative way. They're led by anger and they're led by all of the negative emotions, blame, shifting blame, guilt, all of those negative emotions feeds them. They need that in order to survive until they get help. Just like with somebody who's battling addiction, at the point that they get help and that their body is clean and that their mind is in a safer, healthier place, they can look back on their past behaviors and then they can deal with the hurt that they've caused other people. So I have a cousin that battled addiction. I was very angry at her for a very long time because of the things that she said and did. And so I wanted to hold her accountable. Well, you said that, you called me that, you did that, you stole that from my car, like all of those things. But I had to learn she's not capable of caring about my feelings and what she said or did that hurt me until she's in a healthy mind place. The same thing goes for grief. Grief and addiction are they're so close to the same emotions and feelings. At some point in time, when the anger passes, whether it be time heals or she seeks the resources, there will be a time when you'll be able to go to her and say, I can't believe that you ever said that to me, and get an explanation, more importantly, an apology. I would say that there's probably no chance in hell that she really believes that. She's led by anger. She's led by the negative emotions, and they're bigger than her. And the longer she stays in that place, the harder it is to break the habit. And so I'm sorry that she said that to you. No one deserves anything like that said. You're carrying your own pain. What you can do is understand that nobody can put their pain and suffering on you. I can't. Nobody else can. Even she can't. You have your own to carry and work through. So when someone says something like that to you, as hard as it is, if you just kind of take a step back, take a deep breath, lean into that, but recognize that nobody can put you in a place that you're not willing to sit in. No one can make you carry somebody else's pain if you're not willing to carry it. Nobody can expect from you what you're not willing to give. And so understand that you may be in a better place than what she is. You love her. She's family. She loves you in her own way right now. Encourage her to seek a little bit of grief therapy resources, anything that's local in the area. If she's not willing to go somewhere, there's online things, there's books, there's therapies. And if she's not willing to do any of those things, maybe a little separation in time will let her see that you're a good person in her life. And she'll miss you and then maybe come to you and say, what can I do? What did I do? And maybe you'll have the opportunity for that talk. But know that what she says has no bearing on your life. I live by the mantra, someone else's opinion of me is none of my business, and I don't go seeking it out unless I care about that person. I know you care about her, but just remember, no one can make you wear something that you're not willing to put on. They can't make you sit in the space that you're not willing to be in. And their reflection, their anger has nothing to do with you. You're a great person, and you should be his number one. Even in death, you're his number one. Don't ever doubt that, and don't let anyone let you doubt that. I'm glad that you said something. I hope that helps. Been wanting to talk about this for weeks. So next week, I want to start. There's several people that want to talk like personal, and the safest way to do this would be like a private where it's not recorded or streamed or anything like that. Just through StreamYards where we can talk face to face. And so I'm going to put the email in I'm going to put the new email in the chat again. If that's something that you want, I'm here for it. We'll schedule it and then I'll set it up and then email you the link. And then anybody, I mean, we can do group, we can do individuals. I plan on doing some fun things that way too with people that are really going through rough things right now. Absolutely you do. I mean, that's your family too, right? When you get married, that's your family too. So let me pop this in the chat quick. Hey traders, I see you now. I saw somebody say, hey traders earlier, but I didn't see you. Traders. Let's see. I hope you're doing good. Vilomah.2 at proton.me. Now I have to admit that I made a mistake today. I thought today was Saturday. I didn't know it was Sunday. And I never miss a Jen stream. Never. If I'm not home, it's the only time I miss it. Hey traders, I hope you're doing good. That's the only time. So I'm gonna pop a link. I'm gonna head over to Jenny's because I never miss it and I love her dearly. And so there's a link if you'd like to hang out at Jenny's with me tonight. We're gonna come in late, so I'm gonna ask for apologies, but she'll give them because she's that way. So I'm gonna hang out over there for a little bit before I go to sleep. There's a link for that. But hey, thanks everybody for popping in. Again, Lise Levacque. Please make sure that you're subscribed to Lisa's channel. Please do that. I appreciate everybody for hanging out and sticking around. Thank you for the people I threw wrenches on real quick. Traders, I was looking for somebody from your community other than Lee. So there you go. I popped you. I popped you, girl. I popped you. Okay, so we'll head over there if you want to. If not, I'll see you tomorrow. So I'm going to plan on doing a stream tomorrow later in the day, probably 8 or 9 o'clock. So now I have to go ask for forgiveness from Jenny. It's going to be rough. But thanks for popping in. I appreciate everybody. Love y'all much. Remember, be kind to yourself. Remember to be kind to yourself. It takes as long as it takes. Take care.